Welcome to Fighting Stats, the ultimate channel for UFC fans who love statistics and betting breakdowns. I'm your host, Art C, and today I'll be getting you ready for the upcoming UFC fights. Here at Fighting Stats, we have exclusive UFC stats not available anywhere else, giving us a huge edge over the sportsbooks that help us make money long term. Here at Fighting Stats, we also track how often they throw that left jab or that right hook from southpaw, how often they're moving back, or how much time is spent in side control versus full mount. We have all of that information, but that's not it. We pair that with our tape study here. We're going to go through the fights. We're going to watch for fighters' strengths, weaknesses, tendencies, and overall strategies to help you get prepared for the upcoming UFC fights. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome to Fighting Stats. Welcome back to Fighting Stats. I'm your host, Art C, and we are watching UFC London. The last fight of the prelims is on right now, the Padilla Jai Herbert fight in the second round here, but I'm just going to do some introductions while that fight is going on. I am looking for that fight to go to decision, so I'm just keeping an eye on that on the corner of my eye. But so far, so good. We are have a hot start of 2025. We are doing a hot start so far of the card. I think we are up a couple of units, so we'll just recap sort of what we have so far. For those that are new here, just keep in mind here that we are live streaming on YouTube, live streaming also on Twitter. On Twitter, you're not going to be able to see the screen, so I will be sharing my screen, trying to live bet. I'll give you some pre-fight analysis before the fights come on. I'll go into some of the lines that might be some interesting. And then when the fights are on, I'll tell you sort of the play-by-play. I'll tell you what to look for. And ultimately, I'll tell you who to bet on and when to bet on it. So get ready, get set. We're going to make some money here together. People often ask me what books I'm going to be using. For the purposes of this, I use DraftKings, and I'm going to be using FanDuel. FanDuel, you'll see on my screen here. DraftKings here, I'll have here on my tablet here on the side. But I will call out the odds just so that you know. Also worth noting that on YouTube, there is about a 10 to 15 second delay that you'll see. I think on Twitter, it might be a little bit less. So you'll get real-time feed on Twitter. You can go there, but you're not going to get all the visuals. On YouTube, you're going to get the pretty visuals. I'll go through some of our stats as well, get you sort of what you need to know before that comes on. So just keep that in mind. So I will have a counter on the screen telling you where I'm at in the fight. So you can follow along, and then I'll show you sort of what I'm looking at. So feel free in the chat, guys, leave me questions, leave me comments. I'll feel free to answer them together. I haven't been paying attention to the fight there, but I do see that TV already says that it's 2-0 Taco, which is a good sign. We had the fight to go to decision, and I think I had some Padilla to win by decision as well. So far, so good there. We'll keep an eye on that. So let's get started here. Let me just show you where we're working with here. Okay, wait 1 second. Where'd it go? Got a lot of windows open, a lot of stuff going on here, so just bear with me here. Where's that load up? All right. Here we're gonna switch screens here to this one. We gotta share the screen there. Entire screen. No, this one. All right, so you can see my screen here. We're setting everything up, getting ready for the main card. How are you guys doing so far? Oh, before I start, I wanted to say Shannon Bannon by submission. How many people had Shannon Bannon by submission? We bet on a fighter that has never won by submission, that has never gotten a takedown in the UFC, that has never gotten a submission attempt, and we hit Shannon Bannon to win by submission at plus 1,800. So it goes to show you sometimes the tape says more than some of the stats. I'm a big stats guy, but on tape, we just saw how bad Puja is on the ground there. You had to take a stab with it. We're waiting on, we had Bannon by submission, and we have plus Yan by submission. Both of those legs will win me $50,000. And if I add in Sayonara to win by decision, that's going to be another 100,000, so 150,000 in total for those two legs there. Have a couple of big bets on the same game parlays and stuff, but we're going to go through it there in due time here. So just to give you a recap, maybe some guys are new to me. Drop me a follow, tell your friends here. But look at the hot start we have to 2024 so far. We are 8-1 in profitable events. It's going to be 9-1 so far. It looks like we're up about 873 units so far. We need a couple more minutes until this fight ends to get up a little bit more. But you can see overall profit over $42,000 for the year. That's just 2025, up 85 units for the year, and we're only in March. Last year, you can see on my betting log here, we were up about 118 units overall. This is my 2024 play here. We're up 118 units, 59,000. So we're almost on pace to break that already, and we're into March. Again, I track everything here. We have by event and sort of by props here. So it's not just straight bets. I do a lot of bets. Anything I found sort of value on, I'll bet straight bets, about prop bets, same game parlays, long shots. Looks like across the board I'm up. You don't really see that too often. Sometimes those long shot parlays and those shoot for the moon parlays sort of eat at my bankroll a little bit because I take too many shots. But overall, I'm profitable on every single type of bet here and every single event here. So take a look at this running graph profit. No real big downswing so far. Knock on wood, it's just been all up. So you're getting me at a good time. We're getting all upswings. And if you take a look at 2024, man, 2024, just the same thing here. Look at the end of 2024. The beginning of 2024, hot start. And then we dropped off a little bit. And then at the Q4 of 2024, we picked up here, and we're just picking up where we left off, really. So we're on the upswing here at the back end of Q4 2024, and then Q1 2025, just a absolute hot start. Again, I track everything here on the tracker here. Obviously, some of the my bet MMA tips. I do try to update that when I can. Sometimes I just forget. I just have so many things going on, especially with these early cards. I'm doing stuff at home. If I'm doing the stream, it takes a lot of time and effort to set it up. So I can't be wasting time. And then I just slip my mind to update the MMA tips. But I have everything here so far. You can see here we didn't have anything on the first two fights of the night here, but we did have Shauna Bannon to win by submission at plus 1,200. I had some plus 1,800 as well. We had Marcin Tybura decision only. That one cashed. Tybura Parkin to go to decision. Those ones hit there. The Lonnie Kavanaugh one, I was big on Kavanaugh there. I thought that he might be able to cover the 3.5. Unfortunately, that went 29-28, so he did not cover the 3.5, but he did win by decision. It's just the price tag wasn't there. We did get 2 units down, so $1,000 on Kavanaugh on the live line, minus 130. So I'm not upset about that, considering he was minus 300 to start the fight. To the rest of the card, we'll go over it as we get there, but you can see here I have Herbert and Padilla to go to decision. I believe that there's about 15 seconds left, so those ones I can just switch now to wins. I'm going to grade those early within the last 10 seconds there. So up another bunch of there. So I think overall for the night, I'm up about 2-3 something units on paper. So 3 units on paper so far, and we're just going to be able to add to that. So let's go through it. Let's get to the comments, see who is here. Wow, everybody is here. So Mark, that's first time here, loving it so far. Welcome, Mark. Thank you for joining. Tell your friends. Best show on the internet you're going to find. And Fight Companion, it's like watching it with me in your room. So 2-0 for Taco. Yeah, we call that. Quila says, great call on Bannon sub. Those are the types where it doesn't show up on paper. You're like, everybody's like, she's never even got a takedown. Her wrestling sucks. But, she trains it. She's a world-class kickboxer. She's always going to try to upgrade these skills that she doesn't. So that's why it's there. Lackluster fight. No, I'm not going to live bet this. I was doing this intro here. Didn't get around to getting it, but it looks like we hit what we needed to hit, sort of thing. So looks like we're here. All right. And Q says, yes, we need Jan. So we do have a parlay again ending with Jan's submission. I'll get into that breakdown shortly, but we'll see. I think Jan is live given the price tag. Just, he's 42 years old coming off of surgery. How is he going to really look in that type? So I appreciate it. All-Star says, best in the business. I do agree. Robin says, best MMA capper. That is right. I do focus all of my time on MMA, so just give you an idea. Some of these guys that are betting March Madness and baseball and stuff, it takes a lot of time to specialize in one sport. If you're going to try to bet every single sport, it means that you're going to be garbage at every sport. So, just keep that in mind when you're live betting or following somebody. You really want to find a specialist. Not everybody that bets every single fight, everything, right? Well, it's a split decision. Split decision. 29-28 Padilla. 29-28 Herbert. 29-28. True split decision. Chris Padilla. Taco Padilla gets the decision win. Let's go. We are on fire. Dave says art is on another level. This is true. Uh, Tyler says, first time here. Congrats on your success. I would like to be you one day. How many years have you been doing MMA? So I'll get to it when I get a break, but I've been betting on MMA for about 20 years at least. I wasn't, born into a rich family. I didn't come from money. I grinded from the bottom. I started with $5 units, even like $2 units, really. I started with playing poker. Then I got into sports betting. UFC was a big thing back then. I used to have to download the pay-per-view events after the event on like Kazaa or whatever, and then watch them afterwards. I went from $5 units to $10 to 20 to 25 to 40 to 50. Every year, I give myself a year. Every year of profitable events, I raise my. I can't even see me. What's going on here? Every year of profitable events, I'm going to raise that unit up. And I went from 5, 10, 20, 50 all the way there. Last year was 500. Should have gone up to 1,000 this year in terms of my unit size. I kept it at 500 because a lot of the books here just max bets. I'm having trouble finding books. I'm banned at every single book that I can find. It's such a struggle for me to get action down. And so you're going to find that once you find success, though. So best of luck. Hopefully we can learn something here. Let me know in the questions if you do have any. We can go from there. So Josh says this fight was terrible, but cash the Calco money line. That's right. Thanks for doing these live streams. Thank you, brother, for hanging out with me. Not a problem. He's saying that Taco's 19 years old. All right. So I got through the comments there. So the next fight on the main card, the first fight of the main card here. Oh, they have Nathaniel Wood Charrier. Let me double check because I thought it was the Vucinic fight here. My phone's going nuts too. Turn this thing down. All right. Okay. So I guess the Nathaniel Wood Morgan Charrier fight is next. Okay. So let me bring up what I have for that, and then we'll get started. While I'm talking through or while I'm pulling that stuff out, I don't have anything pre-fight on this one. I don't think. Where do you go? I think let me see what I have because I lose track a lot. Morgan Charrier, nothing here. Okay, so I'm going to be looking to live bet this one. So I do think that this fight is going to be pretty close and pretty competitive. I think that Charrier is going to be the bigger physical guy. I think he's going to have bigger moments. I think Nathaniel Wood's going to be a little bit faster. And so it's going to be between moments and volume. Both guys kick well. The only problem with Charrier is that he doesn't really separate right in the striking. He's sort of low volume. He'll pressure forward, back you up against the fence, but he won't throw any volume. He's really looking to counter strike with you, right? So, if you bring the fight to Charrier, then he'll bring it back and he'll fire back. But if you're more concerned about, being on the outside, not getting hit, then he will also play that game, right? So I can't really take any like significant strike props because I do think that it could be a lower pace. I do think that Wood should be a little bit faster when he does engage, but I do think it's going to be back and forth. I kind of lean Charrier, and I think some of the money came in on Charrier. Let me see where the line is now. Let's pick him. I'm kind of interested now at pick him, honestly. Like when it was all throughout the week, it was minus 150. I didn't want to play it, but I lean Charrier, and my pick is Charrier to win. And while I'm talking, I might play it actually. Let's see if I can get this one in. I might play a little bit of Okay, well, because this is a live betting show, for the purposes of live betting, we will hold off on a side, and then we'll look to enter live based on some minutes. Again, I think it's going to be a back and forth fight from what we see, and then we'll be able to find some opportunities to get in live. I don't need to force it, but if I did want to play something pre-fight, would be Charrier, and then probably Charrier decision, split decision type bets. Those are all kind of live here. So let me take a look here. I won't go into some of the stats here, but I do have some stats packages that will show you. For those that are new, I'm part of Fighting Stats. What we do here at Fighting Stats is we have our own exclusive UFC stats. We have a team of expert data scientists that work around the clock collecting us UFC stats. It helps me do my tape study. I can tell you how many times these guys throw a jab, what hands they're throwing a jab, what kicks, or what stance they're in, how often they're throwing kicks. When they switch to southpaw, what their most frequent strikes are, when they're on the ground, whether they want to be in half guard, southpaw. So somebody like me, those stats are invaluable, especially when you consider that the casinos don't have these stats, and they're making their lines on oh, the last three fights, these guys had 10 significant strikes, so we're going to set the line at 10. But the context in which they're getting those numbers from don't really apply. So we have some insights that nobody else has, and just the experience that I have bringing in with the stats, they just show to be invaluable. So I'll show you some of those stats as we go on. I'm worried about that we're running out of time here. I do want to get to some of these bets because that's what we're ultimately here for, is to win some bets here. So I'll pull up some DraftKings lines here. You can see DraftKings has some more options and stuff, but in terms of a money line, yeah, the line came out on Charrier. If you are looking for a money line play right now, I would lean the Charrier side. I think that he's going to be a little bit bigger. I don't think that Nathaniel Wood will have any grappling upside. He does like to mix it in, but I think Charrier is just going to be a little bit bigger. I don't think he's going to be able to hold him. And then on the feet, I think it is pretty close on the feet. We're going to watch that. I don't know if Charrier will proactively grapple. I don't think so. I think it's going to take place on the feet with Charrier defending the takedowns, things like that. So Charrier money line is an option. If you do like the Nathaniel Wood side, take a look at the +3.5, because I do think that it's going to be a pretty close fight. So the +3.5 wins you any kind of 29-28 decision there, right? Fight goes to decision, also pretty safe, honestly. Actually, I think I have some fight goes to decision now that I think about it, because I didn't want to play that here. Hold on. Oh yeah, okay. So I do have Wood Charrier to go to decision. I have that in a parlay with the Molly McCann fight to go to decision. That's $1,000 to win 1170 plus 117 odds. So that's what I have here. Is fight goes to decision. Hopefully, it's a little bit back and forth. Nathaniel Wood has his last 6 fights have gone to decision. He does get rocked. So in the last 3 fights, I did see him get rocked and dropped, but it's sort of like a flash knockdown where he gets knocked down and then pops back up. There could be like a good same game parlay if you can find. I don't know if it's here. I didn't even check here, but like something like Nathaniel Wood to get knocked down but win the fight. I think that's possible. There have been fights where he's gotten knocked down early and then comes back and knocks down the opponent in the very next round. So keep an eye on the live line for Nathaniel Wood, because if he does get knocked down, I do think that the live line will shift a lot into the Charrier side. And then you might be able to get Nathaniel Wood at +200-ish. And then I think what we're going to do here, because I think it's going to be a close fight, I'm going to probably take any plus money that we can get. Anytime it jumps up to like +250 because nothing happened or something happened, I'll probably take that side. It's okay to bet both sides of a fight. That's probably the smarter way to play it if you want to do longevity. I would recommend that if you are betting on both sides, not to use the same book, because if the book sees you betting on both sides, they're going to know that you're sharp, or at least that you follow RC, and then they'll ban you because you tailor my play. So keep that in mind. It's always good idea to have multiple books up and running, so that you can attack either the lines that are different. Some sites like DraftKings or whatever will have different lines that you might not find somewhere else, and then some might have their own, right? So each book has their own guys sort of watching the fights, setting their own lines. So sometimes you might see them switch a little bit, right? So it's always good to have multiple books open, not just pigeonhole yourself to one book, because you're losing valuable value here. So we're talking about takedowns. We're talking about same game parlays here. DraftKings has significantly reduced their same game parlay offering. I'm going to say that's partly because of me. I hit them big when they used to offer a bunch of same game parlay stuff. So now they don't offer. You can see here on the a lot of these fights don't have most strikes, most takedowns, anything like that. All the same game parlays on DraftKings are usually minus EV, meaning they're probably all sucker bets because they're only two-way markets, okay? So if you want to take Charrier over 50 significant strikes, you got to lay minus 300 in that, right? So total takedowns, minus 350 for one takedown, right? So they can juice the side because you can only bet the overs, right? And when I'm looking to build a same game parlay, I'm looking to build like two-way lines, some unders, things like that. But you can see here they don't offer you any kind of unders, and sort of these lines, Morgan Charrier and an under, it's the same thing as winning in round 1 or whatever. So I don't really pay attention too much on the same game parlays anymore because there's not much to be there. But I will go through it sometimes and find if I can find something that seems off, things like that. So goes to decision. It is a nice play. Maybe Nathaniel Wood to win by split decision here. Let's go down here. If you like the split decision, but unfortunately, I think they've juiced them quite a bit here. Plus 650. It's not a bad look considering the fight to go to decision is minus 250-ish. You're getting plus 650 for them to win by split, and again, the line is sort of a pick'em. So without even knowing anything on the fight, you're getting a pick'em fight. Favorite to go to decision. Fight ends by splits, not a bad way. I think fight end by splits only 300 though. Let me see. Yeah, plus 330 fight and split. So you can take a sprinkle if you don't, if you don't really follow it and you want some action here. That's a decent plus money sprinkle. Or you can just wait to live bet it and then we can do that. So yeah, let me know in the chat what you guys are cheering for. I don't have anything much on this, so I won't go too much into it, but I'll see what you guys have here. Oh yeah, okay, all right. Rob says, yeah, I got Wood split decision, but 3-3, not a bad look there. Again, last time Shari went to the cards, all 8 were split. Yeah, he's a big. That's why I said I didn't want to lay the juice because he just has a trouble of separating. He doesn't win big fights. He doesn't look minus 400 because he just doesn't push the pace. He doesn't have the volume. He doesn't like pull away long in fights. So take a look at any kind of big plus money here. Because again, it's going to be close, and if it goes to split decision, you want the plus money side, right? Remember, Nathaniel Wood is fighting at home as well. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't look like the hometown fighters have been winning even in these close fights. So let's see. Tyler says UK doesn't have the same thing. Don't get the minus 3.5. Yeah, some books are opening up with them. I can see more and more books getting more of those lines, so keep that in mind here. So cheers, boys. We're in Saturday afternoon, but never too early. Okay. Won't pull up the stats here, but while we are waiting here, let me just... Shari is coming out in the preps corner there, so we have about 5 minutes here. When I'm not taping and when I'm not betting and destroying the books, I am working here on the side project. Let me show you what we're working on here. So, like I said, Fighting Stats has exclusive UFC stats, not available anywhere else. So what I did was I compiled all of our stats into a database. I compiled all of the UFC stats into the database, right? So say, for example, how many head strikes? Who do you want to ask? Did John Jones land on Chael Sonnen? Go. So you guys are in the heated debate. John Jones is not the GOAT. Oh, whatever. Oh, how many head strikes did he land on Chael Sonnen? Oh, let me look that up. Let me go to my UFC stats. Let me look all this stuff up. No, come to fightingstats.com/chatbot here. Type in what you need to do, and you're gonna get an error. All right. So it's not working here. Where was? Okay, so we're still working on it. Obviously, some bugs to fix up, but appreciate any kind of help that you guys can get me. I don't have a lot of time here, but I am working on these ones. So it does go into our database. It does find all of the information that we have. Again, we track how many jabs they throw. Okay, so Chael finds that John Jones fought Chael Sonnen in Newark, New Jersey. How many jabs did... I can't even think of a fight. Who? I wonder if they have Georges St. Pierre and on Matt Serra. I wonder if they have it. I just type in random questions and then we have it there. But most of the times it's been working. Just sit it. I couldn't find the ID. So never mind. Bad demo. But we do have that there. We are working on that. That's coming out very shortly. I haven't officially announced it, but you can go in there and play with it. If you find any problems, feel free to let me know. I am trying to update that. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of success. We're having success watching it. We're live betting. Oh, I wanted to show you my live betting. We didn't even talk about that. Was the best thing. So here I show you the bet tracker. These are all my pre-fight bets here. If we go over to this tab here, this is our live betting record. So far, live betting, we're 56. Let me move this here so you can see it. Overall live betting, we are 56 wins, 44 losses. That's not counting anything that we bet today. I haven't updated it yet. Overall, we're up $15,000 for 31% or 31 units of profit, 33% ROI so far. Anything that I bet here, I log. And so you can see here, the first event, we were a little bit low. And then since then, we've just picked up massively. We've been hitting some big lines there. Song we hit there. In that last fight, I think Ankalaev, I did have a video there. We had Ankalaev big on the live line, just kept on hitting it. What did we make there? So $5,000 on Ankalaev, just live betting for it, right? And so in the last fight, and in the last event there, live betting, what did we do? $8,000. No, not 8,000. The last event, 1,500, so 3 units of live betting there. A couple of ones are going not our way there, but in the end there, we do track everything. I do try to keep everything above board. I post everything over to patreon.com. In the right-hand corner here, you can join us for free. I do post some bets here, so just scan the QR code there in the corner. You'll get notified when I place some free bets there. But everything's tracked. I can't go back. You can talk to our guys there. I post everything there. I'm trying to be transparent. I tell you guys open and honestly what's going on, and then we'll go from there. All right. So it looks like they're in the cage there. We're going to do Nathaniel Wood here. We're going to put Wood in the red corner. We're going to put Charrier in the blue corner. Okay. Again, when the round starts, I will start the timer, and then we'll go from there. I got to make sure I'm logged in. Just give me a second. Log into my books. My FanDuel here has been giving me some problems with the live location. If I have to switch, I might have to switch to mobile, but just keeping an eye on that. So let's move this back over here. Multitasking and going. Excel sheet is very good. Yeah, I do have not a background, but I'm pretty proficient in Excel and Word and stuff. And it's been the tracker sort of going forward. So, we just continue to add to it as I go. And what I do is with the members here, I share the links and you can see everything that we place going forward. So, all right, they're in the octagon. Bruce Buffer's just made the announcements. I will start the timer up. DraftKings is not loading up for some reason. All right, Charrier is going to be in the black trunks. Nathaniel Wood going to be in the red trunks. All right, they're off. I'm going to go to the big screen so you can see the screen. All right, Nathaniel Wood going to be an orthodox. Charrier in orthodox opens with an outside low kick. Nathaniel Wood returns an inside kick. Keep an eye on those low kicks from Nathaniel Wood. He likes to go to them often. Charrier tries outside low kick and misses. Nathaniel Wood goes outside low kick and misses as well. Inside kick for Wood lands. Trying to get my things up as ready. Okay, I'm gonna look. Nathaniel Wood lands a big left hook and an outside low kick on Charrier early. Charrier returning a left hand. Looks like Nathaniel Wood's a little bit faster. Another outside low kick for Wood. Keep an eye on those outside low kicks. I'm gonna load up a Charrier bet just in case. Over here. Let's load up a Nathaniel Wood. So I have one bet on loaded up, meaning I put it into the bet slip here, just in case something happens there, and then we're a little bit faster there. So Nathaniel Wood continues to go to the outside low kick, orthodox versus orthodox. So keep an eye on that lead leg, or see if Charrier switches to southpaw. If he switches, then you know that those low leg kicks are adding up. A little bit of a slower pace, which sort of we predicted here. I thought that Charrier would take the inside of the cage, but it's Nathaniel Wood on the inside of the cage. Charrier on the outside, but again, there are a lot of feints. Wood goes outside, low kick, misses again. Oh, knockdown for Nathaniel Wood. Big right hand over the top for Wood. Charrier's on the back. Nathaniel Wood's on top. I didn't get it. No. Nathaniel Wood's on top in half guard. He knocked Charrier down. I did not get a live bet in, so we are watching that. Charrier is trying to survive here. Kind of like a half guard for Nathaniel Wood on top. Charrier is trying to shrimp to get out, but it's probably better here if he just takes the time here to recover. Make sure that he clears all the cobwebs before getting back up to his feet. Nathaniel Wood looking on a choke, looking at a guillotine, but it's an awkward position. I don't see him getting it from this position here. Again, Charrier is in these situations. My recommendation is you've already been knocked down mentally. Nathaniel was on a guillotine. He's trying to get a guillotine. Full guard here. He's trying to adjust. He only has one arm in though. Only one arm so far. So Charrier moved to plus 200 on the live line here. I'm gonna load it up. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna see how well he recovered. This is going to be 1-0 Wood for sure, right? So plus 150 came down already. Shari's going to have to get something big. Shari's on top now in full guard because Nathaniel Wood tried to pull guillotine. He did not get it, but it's Shari on top now, Wood on bottom. Still 2 minutes left in the round here for Shari to work, but again, it's probably going to be a Nathaniel Wood round because of the knockdown. Shari needs some big moments. Oh, Nathaniel Wood working on a triangle here. He has the arm in. Shari has to address this. He has the left arm in, the left arm out. He has the hand into the groin. Only the hand's in there, but the triangle's getting locked up here from Nathaniel Wood. He's trying to lock it in. Shari is trying to get that right arm back into. It's either both arms in, both arms out. So he's going to try to dig this right hand back into the inside or the groin there of Nathaniel Wood, trying to get both of them in. Nathaniel Wood trying to switch to maybe an armbar. Yeah. He's setting up the triangle, but it's not in yet. Shari needs to address it because it could get tighter. Looks like he's okay for right now. 1:15 left in round number 1. It's still working here. It's still Shari on top. He's not doing anything to win this round, but again, he got his arm out. He's okay. So back to full guard for Shari on top here. Oh, some big body head for Shari on top. Nathaniel Wood trying to use the fence. Watch him try to buck here. Plus 150 for Shari on the live line. Nathaniel Wood moves to minus 310. I'll consider a Shari bet. Plus 225. Oh, it's coming down. Shari looks to be recovered here. Yeah, let's do half a unit here. Half a unit. 250 plus 180. I wanted that plus 225. I'm not going to do it. So, yeah. Nathaniel Wood's going to be up 1 round. Shari's going to have to win out, and the price isn't good enough for me yet. At plus 250, plus 300, I would have taken it. But I'm not there yet at plus 180. So it's okay to pass. Again, I don't have anything yet on the fight. You can take some plus money on the Shari side, and I did say I would have, but I do think that the line's going to come down. So you know what? Let's do it. For the sake of the stream, we're going to do Shari plus 180. We're going to do half a unit, so $250. And then what I'll show you is that we're looking to live bet an arb off on the Nathaniel Wood side. So I think there'll be a time where Shari finds some success as well. And that live line will come back down to pick'em, and then we can get back on pick'em. So I'm going to load up a Nathaniel Wood bet as well. I did half unit, so I'll just do half unit there. I could have gone a little bit higher, but again, this is a live betting strategy. It's not specifically that I think Shari is going to win, but I think at some point in round number 2, Shari is going to have some moments, and the line's going to come back down to pick'em, and then I can get back on the Nathaniel Wood side, and then I'll be free rolling on Shari. So if you can, especially with these close fights going to the judges, you don't know what the judges are seeing. If you can guarantee free money, that's the path to success, is taking the profit when you can get it here. So I've loaded up a Nathaniel Wood side on DraftKings. We'll keep an eye on it. Round 2 started. I forgot that, and I thought that Wood won that round. All right, so here I put Nathaniel Wood won round 1 because of the knockdown. Round 2 started here. So my clock and the clock there is about 10 seconds, 8 seconds off. Just keep that in mind. So standing in the pocket, Wood lands a left hook again, teep to the body. Shari on the front foot now, taking the center of the cage. Still orthodox versus orthodox. Jab off the guard for Shari. Another jab there from Wood. Nice kick to the body from Wood. Left hook's missing. Oh, Wood's landing early. Wood looks like he has a little bit more power in the exchanges there. He's landing these like big hooks, and Shari's not moving backwards. He's just sort of standing in the pocket here. So outside kick, Shari lands a nice counter jab. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Inside kick there from Wood. Nice jab there from Wood. Jab misses on the right hand. Wood does seem faster. Kick to the body there from Shari. Oh, Wood lands a right hand. Shari lands a left to the body. Still orthodox versus orthodox. Inside kick from Wood. Left hook lands. You gotta keep that right hand up for Shari. Wood keeps on landing that left hook. Nice jab from Wood. Oh, just misses on the right hand. 3 minutes left in round number 2. Nice jab from Wood. Very fast jab from Wood. Minus 310 on the live line for Nathaniel Wood. Minus 425 on DraftKings. So we did not get a buyback yet. Shari needs a big moment here into round number 2. Nice jab again from Wood. Kick to the body there from Wood. From Charrier. Jab lands for Wood. Nice jab lands again from Wood. Kick to the body from Wood. Outside kick there from Charrier. Oh, nice right hand from Wood lands. Inside kick from Wood lands. Nice jab from Wood. Wood looks good, man. Kick and Charrier drops back up to their feet, clinching up against the fence. Still pushed up against the fence here. Back to the center of the fence. A teep there from Wood. Wood with a nice high. Oh, nice slip and rip from Wood. Lands a right hand count. Oh, big elbow from Charrier in the clinch. Nice slip and rip from Nathaniel Wood. And then Charrier landed an elbow. Charrier grabs a kick. He has a single leg. Pushes Wood up against the fence. Still working on a single, switching to a double. Don't think he's going to get this. Nice elbow there from Nathaniel Wood. Switches back to single. Gets a takedown. Charrier with the takedown here. 1:05 left in round number 2. Wood's working on a guillotine, but he's not going to get it from this position, especially with the fence there. Oh, looking for a sweep. Nathaniel Wood working on a sweep. Looks like he's going to get out of this. Yeah, they're back up to their feet. Nathaniel Wood lands an uppercut on the way up. Nice reversal there from Nathaniel Wood to get out of it. So minus 810 on the live line for DraftKings for Nathaniel Wood. Oh, nice elbow over the top for Charrier. Minus 700. 30 seconds left in round number 2. I thought about taking the significant strikes in this fight, but again, the volume here, but it looks like they're trending. Oh, Charrier's only landed 15 strikes. Ooh. Teep to the body from Charrier. Five seconds left. High kick misses there from Charrier, rounds over. All right. We're looking good for so far for goes to decision. Kind of glad that I stayed off the money line side. Unfortunately, we have half a unit on Charrier money line, and that's okay. We took the plus 180, hoping that we could get back there. So I do think that Wood won that round. It's probably like 80% Wood there. So keep that in mind. One thing I wanted to talk about was, okay, so we saw in the prelims, like the Fletcher Loughran fight, even we saw it in the Tybura fight, right? So sometimes these rounds can be very close, right? So the Loughran fight was very close, round number 1. It could have been like 50-50, 55-45, depending on sort of how the judges see it. There's no clear winner. The problem is that the live books, when they're setting the lines, they sort of have to pick. I think this guy won. I think that guy won. And then what happens is that round 2, you see a clear winner. I think Fletcher won round 2 pretty clear. And then so they have to sort of pick, is Fletcher up 2-0? And then if he is up 2-0, then Fletcher should be like minus 300-ish. But if it's 1-1, then it should be pick 'em because it's going into the third round, right? So the books sort of have to take a side, and that's where you can get some really good plus money because the books don't know what the judges see, right? And you can get some plus money on both sides. Those are the situations there. So close rounds are okay for live betting, and keep that in mind. But I think Wood's up 2 rounds here. So if there's at any time here, Wood drops to like minus 300, minus 400, I will play a Wood because I do think that I don't think that Sherry's going to find a finish here, and that's the only way he's going to be able to cover this. So I'll put in a bet here, maybe 1,000, just because I think it's going to be minus 300 if it drops to anything, but I don't see it coming down. So keep it in mind. It's okay to lay the juice, especially when they're up, right? So right now, say for example, Woods minus 625 or 620 on the live line. The only way, if he is up 2-0, the only way that loses is Charrier has to finish here, right? And Charrier to finish in round 3 obviously is live, but sometimes it's okay to lay the juice. Don't be afraid to lay the juice because again, Woods probably up 2 rounds, and you're only losing to a finish. So the finish, especially round 3, Woods been taking his best shots already. Don't be afraid to lay it. But again, I'm not laying minus 1,200. I'm not saying lay minus 1,200, minus 1,000. If it came down to 300, 400 range, I would play it, but I'm happy to let it pass either. So, round 3 started again. I'm always talking. I'm always missing it. Outside low kick there from Charrier. 3:45 left in round number 3. Inside kick there from Wood. Wood switches to southpaw, back to orthodox. Charrier goes high kick. That one was blocked. Low pace, nice jab there from Charrier. Charrier tries high kick. That was blocked as well. Both guys pretty defensive, right? Wood keeps that high guard up pretty good. Good head movement. I think if you had the over 2.5, I think you cashed. No, there's still 3 minutes left in round number 3. Sometimes you have to pick between the over 2.5 and the goes to decision, depending on the price. I might play both. Outside kick there from Charrier lands. Wood pressuring, Charrier circling on the outside of the cage. Switches to southpaw. Wood kick to the body, or Charrier kick to the body. Ooh, right hand lands, left hook on the guard. The over 2.5 just cashed. Whoever had the over 2.5. Now we have to wait the extra 2.5 minutes to cash the GTD. Outside kick there from Wood. Inside kick there from Wood. Nice jab there from Wood. Low volume here. Like, for example, here, like Charrier should know, his corner should be telling him he's down 2 rounds, right? He's still circling the outside. He's still trying to pick his jabs and stuff. He should be just entering the pocket, going all out and stuff. You have 1 minute and 50 seconds left to do something to win this fight, and he just doesn't have the urgency. He doesn't separate, right? He relies on these big moments when they present themselves, but he doesn't go looking for them, right? And so it's hard to back those kind of guys, right? Especially as a big favorite. Especially on enemy territory here. Wood lands the right hand over the top. 90 seconds left. Inside kick there from Wood. Nice jab there from Wood. Kick to the body from Charrier. Another jab. Charrier's not even throwing like big shots either. Like, what are you going to do with these teep kicks and jabs? Another teep from Charrier. I don't think there's going to be any knockouts this card. There's going to be a whole card with no knockouts. 50 seconds left. I almost took it too. I almost put no knockouts, but the one that's going to get the Vucinic one's going to get it for us. Don't worry. 40 seconds left. Outside low kick, spinning back fist, misses there from Charrier. Is the corner telling him that it's 1-1 or something, or like the corner's not telling him to like pressure or do anything here? It's crazy. All right, let's go back to this side here. So, nice job there from Nathaniel Wood. Oh, it messes up my timer and stuff if I go here. So I don't know if fight ends by split is live anymore. Plus 330. Those lines, I try to stay away from those split lines because I've been finding more and more. Oh, spinning back fist just misses for Charrier. Now it's 10 seconds left. Now he heard the timer. Now he's going. It was like 4 minutes too late. All right, so we cash goes to decision. Let's go. The first leg of that one hits, so now we just need the Molly fight to go decision to cash this parlay here. So good start to the fight. Hopefully, I don't see a run. I think this is 30-27 Wood, honestly. I think he won that one pretty clear. All right, let's move on. What do you guys hear? Let me just get to the comments here. Hold on. Kat said, "What's good? Hello, brother. Thank you for hanging out." It says on the fight goes. Yep. Oh yeah, we talked about this. Okay, so fight nights. Oh, I watch fight nights on Fight Pass, but the main card's not on here in Canada anywhere, nowhere to watch it. Normally, the Fight Pass, or sorry, the main cards that are not pay per views are on Sportsnet. So check on Sportsnet or Sportsnet One or whatever it is there. Python, yeah, I did write some code in Python there. Kind of a smart guy. So let's see. Fight split. Forward for Chinley doesn't look like it's going to hit. Looks like the decision is pretty close there. So yeah. Is this your full time? And I started live betting last week because of you. Thank you. And thank you, but not thank you. Like live betting is kind of crazy. Betting in general is crazy. I will say that 98% of the people trying to bet long term don't make it and are not successful. You really got to pick your spots and pick who you listen to because it's very hard in the books to know it. There's a reason that all these sports books open up. It's very hard to be there long term. Again, I've been doing this for so long that I've learned from my mistakes over the years. It's sort of hard to just jump into it and expect to be an expert. These guys are just these young kids coming out that say they're experts. Like how could you be? All right, Bruce Buffer's in there. All three. Yeah, all three 30-27 Nathaniel Wood. Use Python SQL. That's what I'm saying right now. It's I think the Python that has everything. I use Power BI to show everything here. Started live betting and it's doing well. Yeah, just keep on tuning in. I'm trying to do more and more of these live streams. Unfortunately, I do have a family. I have kids, so it's not always possible for me to get away and do these ones, but I do try to get out at least for the main card. And it's always good to have a supporting family to help you do these. So keep that in mind. Family for me always comes first. So if there's something going on, I'll do that. So hey, betting runs because it's stressing me out. Yeah, it does. Some of these books are catching on, especially these later round props. They're not giving as much juice there. So Holland wins by KO. I'm not too sure about that, and I'll get into that breakdown shortly. Let's move on while we have a little bit of a break here. Again, this fight goes to decision, so I'm not expecting much of a break. Do I have any stats here? Let me pull up what we have here. Hold on. I can show you what we have so far, but again, Jordan Vicinic coming from Cage Warriors, he only has one UFC fight, so the UFC sample size for Vicinic very small. So I don't like to base a lot of things off of one fight there. Chris Duncan does have a little bit more of a sample size, so I'll just show you sort of our fighting stats dashboards here. I'll show you sort of what we can get in sort of these stats packages. Again, wait for this to load up here. So Chris Duncan, overall, he's going to be a distance striker. 91% of his strikes going to be landing at a distance, 5% on the ground and 4% in the clinch there. In terms of target accuracy, you can see here he goes to the target at 65% of the time, body at 16% of the time, and will go to the leg kicks quite a bit at 18% of the time. At strike accuracy at 30%, 36%, which is not bad. Body strike to the body is 79% and to the legs is 59%. So not great on the legs, but that's fine. On defense, head strike defense is a little bit high at 40%, especially against somebody like Vucinic. Body defense 71%, leg kick defense 85%. Overall, has not been knocked down in the UFC. Doesn't have any knockdowns in the UFC, but has not been knocked down in the UFC either. In terms of takedowns, you can see here Chris Duncan does mix in the takedowns, has attempted 22 takedowns. 8 of them have been successful, so overall 36% takedown accuracy. Takedown defense, he's defended or he's allowed 4 takedowns on 6 attempts, 69% takedown defense. That could come into play in this fight here, and I'll get into that breakdown quite a bit, or in a bit. Here, like what I like to look at here is the offensive striking thrown by round here. So this is the average strikes and landed by round. You can see the output of Chris Duncan actually increasing as the fight goes on. So in round number 1, he averages 32 strikes thrown in round number 1, 14 landed, 42 in round 2, 20 landed, and 53 in round number 3, 28 landed. So keep that in mind. It looks like his output goes up a little bit as the rounds go on. It's helpful for live betting, especially if somebody slows down. Something to keep in mind there. But again, also keep in mind some of the sample size, right? So Let's see here. Against Omar Morales, he went to the leg kicks here. He went 12 of 19 in round number 1, 8 of 13 in round number 2, 4 of 3 there. Balaoki ended in round number 1. Same thing with Torres there. So not much data to go off of there. So defensively, his defense seems to be consistent there. Absorbed 17 strikes in round number 1, 11 strikes in round number 2, 13 strikes in round number 3. He hasn't faced many leg kicks, distance strikes. You can see here most of the strikes coming from a distance there. So these are some of the detailed striking numbers that we have for these type of reports. We have these reports sort of for every sort of fighter. And then we also have matchup fighters here as well. So going into the grappling here, we talked about how often you can see here Chris Duncan has multiple takedown attempts in every single round that he's fought, except for on the Asmus. But right, 14 takedown attempts against Omar Morales, 4 takedowns against Asmus. Torres was quick, 3 attempts, and Balali Oki was quick but still had a takedown attempt. So on average, he's averaging 1.8 takedowns attempted in round number 1, 3 in round number 2. So the takedown defense of Vucinic could come into play here. I just don't think he can get that there. Defensive grappling, we talked about how many times he's taken down here, right? So again, he's seen 6 takedowns, 3 from Oki, 2 from Torres, 1 from Asmus, been taken down 4 times on 6 attempts. Here we have the control seconds per round. So he gave up 71 seconds of control on the 2 takedowns that he gave up. Good to note there, and sort of we'll talk about the ground strikes. So did Oki, when you get these 2 takedowns, he got 71 seconds of control, but only landed 1 ground strike, right? So these are the numbers that you can sort of get from these grappling reports. And then we also have these ones here called our fighting stats time breakdown. So this one will tell you based on the fight type that we taped, 67% of the fight tape was spent standing, 24% of the fight tape was on the ground, 8% was attacking takedowns. When he is on top here, you can see 84% of the time was in back mount, 11% of the time was in half guard, and then I don't know if there was any bottom time here for Duncan. This is my favorite one here is our striking tendencies. Within our website, you do have the ability to filter by opponent. You have the ability to filter moving by southpaw or orthodox, standing in or forward and backwards here. So overall, for Chris Duncan, 73% of his shots are going to be considered single strikes. That means like a single jab, single kick, right kick. It's very hard sometimes to knock somebody out with just a clean one-hand punch, right? So you normally want to set up counters. So I take a look at the single strike rate. I take a look at the kick rate there, right? How often are they kicking? These numbers here, the clinch strikes are a little bit off, so I have to fix those. But in terms of his striking tendencies, 22% of the time he's going to look for the single jab. 13% of the time he's going to go for the right cross. 9% of the time he's going to go for the left hook. And then he works in the rear low kick and the rear high kick, right? So you can see here about 60% of the time he's doing the single one jabs, crosses, the hooks, things like that. Hard to knock somebody out with that, right? So you sort of get a clear picture based on just the numbers without having to look at the tape. And then what I do is I pair it back with the tape study and sort of see what I see out of the numbers here. So for me, again, the Vucinic one, I don't have many stats on that, but based on what I saw in the fight tape, Vucinic looks like a very good prospect. He is fighting in his hometown. He looks like he can mix in the takedowns. I really liked his footwork when he fought Guram. There was one sequence where he's like, he jabs and he baits out the counter. He knows the counter's coming, so he steps back out. The counter comes and then he jabs back in. He's out and he's in, sort of thing. He does really good footwork, really good distance management on the feet. I think he's going to be a lot faster on the feet. I think Chris Duncan's going to be a little bit bigger, a little bit slower, more plotter. So I do think that Vucinic's going to have the advantage in the stand-up. And I think also if Vucinic can get the fight down, he is really pretty crafty on the ground as well. He does have quite a number of submissions. I do think rear naked choke is not out of the question. I do think that Duncan has lost by rear naked choke, and Vucinic has a couple of rear naked choke finishes. So keep that in mind. Look for that. On the fight here, I'll just touch on the lines. Let's come down a little bit. Originally, I liked Vucinic to win inside the distance. You can still see the screen, right? What is it now here? Because I didn't look here. Fight lines, win by KO. Let's look at double chance. So Vucinic to win by KO submission, you see minus 110, right? And I was going to play this one. I think I saw it at plus 105. And then I looked at the total. And the total was under 2.5 was minus 120. So when I'm trying to decide between the two, the Vucinic inside the distance minus 110 gives you all of the Vucinic finishes, right? KOs and submission. But the under 2.5 will give you all of the Duncan finishes either. Even though you don't think it's that high, you don't think Duncan's going to knock this guy out, whatever, pay the extra 10 cents and take the under 2.5 because now you get all these Duncan flash KOs, any kind of weird submissions. You get disqualifications on both sides of the things, right? Rather than having just one guy. So I like the Vucinic inside the distance. I think KO is live. I think submission is live. But I did end up being on the under 2.5 because just the odds dictate that you should just play the numbers, play the odds, and it costs you 10 cents difference. You lose the last 2.5 minutes of the fight, which is fine, but I get all of Duncan finishes, which is a little bit better. So just keep that in mind. Round props. Actually, I wanted to play some like round 2, round 3, but I think Vucinic can finish this guy in round 1 even. I wanted to touch back. Let me just go here. Topology, Chris Duncan. Let's just talk about some of this fight because we do. Looks like Vucinic's walking out. He's taking his sweet ass time here. Okay, so this is what I saw in the fight tape. Here's Chris Duncan. Okay. Start here. Okay, so he first gets his contender series here against Vorslav Borshev, Slavoklas. Okay, Slavoklas absolutely destroys him. Round 1, round 2, he ends up finishing him. Round 2 there looked horrible. He got rocked a bunch of times. Slava finished him in round number 2. He has to go back to the regionals. He gets the decision win on the regional guys against a 6-4 guy. Okay, great. He gets a second call back up to contender series back in 2022 against Charlie Campbell. He looks like he wins by ground strikes, round 1, right? You go back and watch that fight. Charlie Campbell absolutely whooped his ass. He rocked him a bunch of times, same thing. He got him hurt and rocked. He was on the ground thing, and just he pulled like one of those like we'll remember like anyway, he pulls, he just sits down on the punch, lands a right hand, and actually finishes him with that right cross and follows up with ground strikes. But he had no business winning that fight. He should have been stopped there. He should have been finished. He ends up getting a UFC contract because of it. One lucky punch, 2 contender series fights. He ends up getting a lucky punch and winning a contract, right? He fights Omar Morales at the tail end of his career, wins by split. Yanal Asmus, I think, broke his hand in the first round of this fight, ending up winning a decision there. And then Manel Torres, right? This fight was in Mexico. This was in front of a Mexico home crowd, just like Vucinic is here. Again, he got called. This was the first fight of the pay-per-view against a Mexican prospect. I think they fed him to the wolves. Manel Torres landed a rear naked choke. He did land a big shot in that one there. Same thing with Bilal Oki. Again, good prospect. It looks pretty good. Bilal Oki was winning that fight until Chris Duncan got the guillotine here. So in his UFC run, it's been, he's 3-1 in the UFC, just not that impressive, right? He's coming from behind, and he's not really like the best technical guy. I just think he's finding ways to win. I hate betting on guys like that because you're relying on big moments. I always like the better technical fighter, and Jordan Vucinic is the better technical fighter. So I like him to win inside the distance. We have the under 2.5, but Bruce Buffer is in there. So let me make sure that I'm back up with my stuff. I got to log back in, and we're going. Let me know how you guys like the stream so far. Any kind of improvements you'd like to see, or anything else you want me to touch on. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time between fights, so I will just break down the fights as we go. Here, logging in. All right. Bando's back up. Hopefully this works. Vucinic's going to be in the red corner. Vucinic and Duncan. How confusing was it to everybody that there was 2 Chris Duncans on this card? One was a big favorite and one was a big underdog. How many people do you think got confused and bet the wrong Duncan? Live here. All right, round number 1. Reset that. This one's up. All right, we're getting ready to start here. I'm going to be looking to live bet Jordan Vucinic. If something happens, maybe Duncan gets a live moment or something. So I'm going to load up one here. I'm going to put in a unit here to start, and then we'll see. All right, they're off. Orthodox for Vucinic, Duncan in Orthodox as well. There was a tattoo bet apparently for this fight. Outside low kick there for Duncan misses. Oh, Vucinic looks pretty big. I thought he was going to be a little bit smaller. Nothing, right? Just staring contest right now so far. Kick to the body that was hit off the elbow for Duncan. Vucinic hasn't thrown a strike yet. Light on his feet. Vucinic looking for his entries. Jab from Vucinic looked like it partially landed. Outside kick there from Duncan misses. A little tentative look for Duncan here. Both guys kicking. Whoa! Duncan landed a punch, or was he off balance? Vucinic's on the ground looking for a guillotine. Duncan's on the guillotine, trying to get mount. Keep an eye on this live line here. So we might get Vucinic here at a good price if he can survive this. I don't know if that was a knockdown or they were both throwing kicks at the same time, and then Duncan landed a punch. I would have to see the replay if that landed or if he just fell off bottom. But Duncan's on the neck here. He's working a guillotine. You never know with these situations. Even if it wasn't a knockdown, the judges are cage side. They don't really get to see the fight or the replay. They can assume that might be a knockdown and score the round for Duncan. So keep that in mind as well. But Duncan's working on this guillotine still. Vucinic's just shrimping here. He looks like he's going to be okay. See, pick him on the live line. I'm going to load up a Duncan Vucinic play. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it here. I'm going to do 2 units at minus 115 for Vucinic. It looks like he's going to be able to get out of this. And I like them as the favorite coming in. I think he should be able to get out of this. So minus 115 on DraftKings, minus 102 on FanDuel. Yeah, Vucinic's out of the guillotine, but he is on bottom looking to elevate. I'm going to take the better fighter, a minute into the fight after a big moment there, right? So we're going to need some buyback here on Vucinic, but let's see so far what we can get. So Vucinic's here in full guard. He's working on like a rubber guard on the bottom. So we got 2 units minus 110 or something on Vucinic. But so it's Jordan on top right now. Let me know in the comments. Was that a knockdown or was that just a stumble? Vucinic flat on the bat. Nice elbow there from Duncan on top. Vucinic trying to get back up to his feet. Looks like he's going to get there. 2 minutes left in round number 1. Vucinic on his knees. He's going to have to explode up. He's on 1 knee, on 2 knees, or he's back up. Vucinic on up, 1 hand on the ground. Duncan's still working on a body lock, trying to get over to the fence. Vucinic back on both knees. Duncan trying to get 1 hook in, not going to get it. Oh, gets another hook in, brings that. Vucinic looks like he's going to get back up to the fence. Nice knee there from Duncan. Minute 22 left in round number 1. Knee to the back there from Duncan. All right, so they're back up. Oh, Duncan gets a takedown right back down again. God says definitely a knockdown. Okay, so we'll see the replay hopefully at the end of the round. But worth knowing. It looks like Duncan's going to win this round anyway. So Vucinic's going to need some work to do. Plus 120 on the live line. Scored a knockdown. Okay. He was on 1 leg. I'm sure we'll see the replay plus 130 now. Not a bad time to get on Vucinic. You can't be afraid of these spots, right? Again, Duncan relies on these big moments. We talked about it. I think Vucinic's the better striker technically everywhere. So if I can get like a decent plus money on him, he's going to have to work and win the next 2 rounds. But I'm okay with that. Yeah, here, Duncan's doing some knees in the back. 13 seconds left. Working on a front choke now. Not going to get it. All right, that's the round. All right, so Duncan's up 1-0. So let's click these. We're going to round 2. So plus 144 on FanDuel, plus 150 on DraftKings. I should have waited. A little bit, but that's okay. I'm keeping this up here. If I see Vucinic come out in round 2 looking real good, I might add a unit to him, but he's going to need to win this round to get back to pick him. But I think if it gets to round 3 and it's 1-1, then you're going to see like Vucinic minus 200, minus 300 sort of thing. So big breaths here from Duncan in the corner. Keep an eye on his cardio. He did work a lot for those takedowns. Vucinic did get back up to his feet, so keep that in mind as well. Plus 175 on DraftKings. Oh, that came down a little bit. All right, all fights start on the feet here, so we get a start back on the feet. Oh, no, here's the replay here. Yeah, kick to the body there from Duncan. Oh, it was a right hand, yeah. It was a punch after the kick. It wasn't a fall, it was a legit knockdown. All right, round number 2 started. Kick there. Duncan shooting for a takedown. Telegraphed poorly there. Left hand there. Another takedown attempt there for Duncan, getting him up against the fence. Oh, gets the takedown right away for Duncan. We talked about those takedowns in the breakdown. Right elbows here for Vucinic on the bottom. Vucinic up back up to his knees. Duncan's going to get the back, but there's back standing. Duncan's going to get a takedown here. Scramble here. Vucinic going to end up on top. Oh, Vucinic on a guillotine. No, he's not going to get this. He's on against the fence. Heads out. Vucinic, Duncan on top. Vucinic getting back up to his feet again. Back up. But Duncan still has a body lock. Plus 205 on the line. Plus 300 for Vucinic now on the live line. Not a good look. Looking for a switch for Vucinic. Not going to get it. Back up to his feet. He has to break this grip and get back to space early because he has to win this round back. Yeah, so hand fight here. Break the grip and turn into him. There he does it. And now we're back out to space. Vucinic back in the middle of the cage. Plus 250, plus 270. If I didn't have Vucinic already, I would play this plus 250. Here's a lot of time for Vucinic to win this round back. Duncan really didn't do much with the takedowns. Nice left hook there lands for Vucinic. Nice jab lands for Vucinic. Duncan slowing down a little bit. I'm getting close to playing Vucinic here. I'm going to play Vucinic another half. Oh, the odds changed. I didn't see the odds change. Plus 134. Trying to get this in. All right, so we got plus 134. I thought I was going to get plus 200 there. So it looks like Jordan's slowing down for me. He's throwing these punches really slow now, and they're sort of coming down. He's throwing them, and they're like lazy jab sort of thing. I think there's enough time. There's 240 still left on the clock here for Vucinic to win this round. I wouldn't have played that line there because again, we'll see. Naked shot here for Vucinic. That's not a good look. Oh man, what are you doing? Engaging back into the grappling here. Duncan's on top. That was a bad mistake there from Vucinic. What are you doing? A naked shot from that far. Just giving him Duncan a way to win this one, man. What are you doing? Duncan working on the guillotine. Not going to get it. Vucinic back up to his feet. No, and has to drop back down. Vucinic has to get back up. All right, he's back up here. Nice knee in the clinch there. 2 minutes left in round number 2. Nice right hander for Vucinic. Nice roll. Right elbow there from Vucinic. 1-2 from Duncan off the guard. Misses the right hook. Left hook blocked. Kick caught from Vucinic. Going again for a takedown for Vucinic. Duncan pulling guard for guillotine. Jumping guillotine for Duncan here. He's on the fence, though. I don't think he's going to get this. Oh, he tapped. Duncan tapped. Wow. Duncan submission, round 2. Well, that's why we played the under 2.5 instead of the Vucinic inside the distance. Man. So we lose 2 units on the live line, but we hit the under 2.5. Unfortunately, that would have. It was really looking like the tides were turning there. You can see Duncan's really starting to slow down. I'm okay with the shot there, but yeah, if Duncan doesn't get that guillotine, he ends up on bottom, and Vucinic probably wins round two, going into the third round. Unfortunate there, but he stuck his head into a guillotine. Duncan pulled guard, and yeah, got the guillotine. Wow. And he was up against the fence too. Yeah, he didn't. He was winning the stand up. You could see Duncan was clearly slowing down. I don't know why he kept on engaging in the grappling. He tried it once, and then Duncan got on top, and then he stuffed the takedown. He shot naked. He got there, and then he went right back to the takedown again, and then got his head stuck in the guillotine. Why put yourself in those situations? You have the advantage, and you gave it away. All right. Unfortunate, but again, glad we hit the under 2.5 pre-fight. Unfortunately, guys, sorry for the live betting. I would make that bet again based on what I'm seeing. It's just the rolls that we do. Who called that Vucinic would stick his head into a fucking guillotine there? Vucinic inside the distance only loses. Oh, Vucinic under thing. So, all right. So small loss there. We did have Vucinic inside the distance only, which we thought would push. Not getting there. We move on. How did you guys do there? Anybody have Duncan by submission? He was winning the striking, and you could see him really slowing down, not needing to grapple. Maybe it's just a comfort thing. I thought he would have been faster on the feet. Just use that. So moving on. Okay, so we got to take these. We might get a small break here. What's this next fight here? Let me pull it up here. We can. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog will call the stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 42 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission. Duncan, the underdog, cashes. So still no knockouts yet. Yeah. What are you gonna do, huh? Okay, so let me pull up my thing here. Trying to get my stats going. I don't have the stats ready. Unfortunately, I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff. All right, this next fight, Molly McCann versus Alexia Sayonara. Minus 200 for Sayonara. Off the bat here, I'll just tell you what I have so you guys can get it in if you want to tail. Oh, yeah, we do have the second leg of that parlay, McCann Sayonara to go by decision. Go to decision. I think it probably goes to decision. I know a lot of people on the under. I don't know. So for Molly McCann, you can see that a lot of her finishes, right, where I think she has 2 spinning back elbows or back fists, KOs. Those are very low percentage KOs, right? So she has a submission armbar. We had that one, Molly McCann's submission, but that's because Belbita is just a fish on the ground. We hit that submission there. Before that, Hannah Goldie as a minus 400 favorite. Let me pull it up so we can follow along with what I'm talking about. Hold on. I'm the man. Not a great night for English fighters, no? Or maybe I'm remembering that. Okay, hold on. All right, let's start here with Molly McCann. Bring this one over, and we'll get to a breakdown. Molly Meatball McCann, 14-7. Close this, close that. All right. You can see majority of her wins coming from decision for McCann, right? She has been submitted. There's a weakness here to the submission, so 3 losses to the submission, 7-6 in the UFC. So almost a 500 fighter, right? So I will admit that I had McCann over Bruna Brazil. That fight was a very bad look for McCann, getting out grappled by Bruna Brazil. Again, Diana Belbita, we were on the submission there. Just Belbita's sort of a fish on the ground. So that was expected there. You can see here, this is important here because she did do some grappling. I think this is funny because they're going to say she won a grappling match or she won a grappling competition. I think she entered a grappling competition. No other girls showed up. There was 4 girls or 3 girls, so she got a first round bye. And then I think this was in the finals. She ended up winning by armbar. So you can see that she is working on her submission and her submission defense because you can see here she got submitted by Julia Stoliarenko armbar. She got Kimura by Blanchfield. After those ones, she really thought that her grappling needed some work. So she's been doing a lot of grappling defense, grappling for Molly McCann. So that's why we took submission here and that cashed out there. So before that, you can see the actual KO wins here: spinning elbow, and then Jung Young Kim. She had that was a bad look too, going to decision with Jung Young Kim. So overall, not too impressive so far from Molly McCann. Anytime she took a step up against competition in Blanchfield, Bruna Brazil, she lost. She beat up some cans in Hannah Goldie. Carolina is not a bad look, but again, spinning back elbow there. Jung Young Kim's not in the UFC anymore either. So not the greatest wins, right? So, and then I look at Alexia Sayonara here. 11-1 in the UFC. 11-1 in her career. Does have 1 loss coming from submission. Funny enough, that was early in her career against Bruna Brazil as well. I think that was her third fight here, going into the 3rd round with Bruna Brazil, ended up losing. So the strength of competition for Sayonara, not the greatest, right? She did fight on Contender Series, but before that, in Jungle fights, Maxim fights, none of these guys were really that known. But she did come on to Contender Series. She fought this Rose Consensual. She looked pretty good doing it. I think the tape on Consensual was that she was a Brazilian wrestling champion, or she had a Brazilian wrestling background. And she came out in that fight in Dana White Contender Series and just mopped the floor with her in the grappling. She got her down, controlled her, things like that. So she looked pretty good on tape on the Dana White Contender Series. She looks pretty good in the regionals there as well. You can see a couple of armbar wins, but an 8-second round. I don't know if these are right. 8-second round, 1 armbar win, 8-second round armbar win. Like, how do you get an armbar in 8 seconds, right? So, again, fighting a lot of nobodies. This is a little bit of a step up. So the price tag on Sayonara a little bit high, but I do think that she has the grappling upside. Molly McCann has been working on that part of her game, right? Sayonara landed 3 of 3 takedowns, getting, let me see how much. She had 2 minutes of control time in that fight, 1 submission attempt. So, based on the fact that, again, Molly McCann seems to have a really good chin. Sayonara also has some really good chin. I think Sayonara is going to have the better volume on the feet. So I think that on the feet, it's going to be pretty close. I'm not too impressed by Molly McCann on the feet either. Again, she relies on these big moments, but I think it's going to be pretty close on the feet. But I think Sayonara has all of this grappling upside. She can get the fight down to the ground. She probably lays on her, but I wouldn't count out the submission. Sayonara to win by submission. I talked about how that it is a weakness of Molly McCann, but again, she is working on it. So I wouldn't surprise me to see Sayonara work on these takedowns, get the takedowns, but then right top time here. So in terms of bets here, let's go through some of the lines here on DraftKings. We'll talk through it. Again, for me, I thought that the goes to decision right out the bat here, goes to decision minus 185 is not a bad look. It's not a bad price tag, considering it's women's MMA. These guys are in the lower fight rate. Some of these lines are like minus 300, 400, 500 in that range. I don't know where they're getting all this finish equity from. I don't think Molly McCann is really ever submitting this girl. And again, I talked about the KOs on the Molly McCann side being mostly spinning back fists. I did see Sayonara take some big shots. So I don't think the McCann KO is that live. Yeah, it's plus 800. I don't think the McCann submission is that live at plus 1600 either. McCann decision is live, I'll admit, plus 350. That's not a bad look. Sayonara to win by KO is not really live either. She has volume. I think it's possible if McCann just full zombie and tries to get forward with her. Actually, I think I gotta take a look, but okay. So I don't think this is live. I think the submission here is live. I do have just that one parlay with Yan sub and Sayonara sub. So I will be rooting for this submission as well as the fight goes to decision. As long as one of those hits, I'm okay. But the most likely outcome here is going to be Sayonara by decision plus 110. You can play that straight up, or you can take the fight goes to decision, and then you get all of the McCann decision win equity as well, right? This is a big step up for Sayonara, so it wouldn't surprise me if McCann is competitive. I didn't take the money line straight at minus 200, but worth a look. Again, we talked about the split decision props. I don't know if they're playable plus 320 in a fight that should go to decision. I'm going to start betting these like fight to win by unanimous decision. There might be more value on it here. So minus 185 to go to decision and then plus 100 for unanimous decision. So I'm hoping that the judges get it right. Those could be a recipe for disaster here. So what else here? So submissions live. I want to remember. This one's going to sound real weird. But if you can find a Sayonara to win in the last 30 seconds, was it in Contender Series that she just went Max Holloway and just emptied out the tank in the last 10 seconds? What is it? I would need plus 5,000 or better or something like that. Let me see if it's here. Strikes method. Sayonara's just dancing her way up, man. She's feeling it. She's always smiling. Looks to be something special. Definitely a name to watch out on the. I don't think she's a nobody, and big step up on her. Again, one thing to note that Molly McCann was scheduled to fight somebody else on this card. There was a late pullout, so Sayonara here is on late notice. Just with these girls at this, I don't know if the cardio dump is that big. This is a UFC debut for her, so in front of in front of the crowd against a ranked high level opponent, I guess. Could be Molly McCann round 3, because of these jitters and stuff, but we'll see here. FanDuel doesn't have it. Sometimes they have like fight ends the last 30 seconds of round number 5 or something, and they're like plus 1,000. So yeah, I'm not gonna play it. Same game parlay odds. What was here? Let's see here. So sometimes what you can find with the FanDuel or DraftKings, the way to beat them in the significant strike props. So you see, like FanDuel does this as well, right? Look at all these lines for significant strikes, but they only give you one-way market. So they can. Let me share my screen again. Here on FanDuel, here, right? So here's the significant strike lines, only one-way market. So you can't bet any unders, right? You want to bet the unders, you got to take these overs, and there is a way of making some money, but generally they're probably EV in case they can go over. So I did a lot of talking, but this fight can play out 2 ways. If Sayonara looks to grapple early, I do think that she can get her down. I think that she can ride some top time and win some minutes on the ground. On the ground, their submission is live, but it's probably going to go to decision if she has extended top time on the ground. If she doesn't choose to grapple and chooses to strike, I think the fight can be a lot closer than the odds indicate. But at any point, Sayonara can pull out these takedowns, get the fight down to the ground. And with women's MMA, it's very hard to separate in rounds. So the takedowns do matter a lot, especially with Molly McCann. I don't think that, she's shown the inability to get up under Bruna Brazil. I don't know if she's going to get up under her. What I found weird with Sayonara in the Dana Contender Series, she got the takedowns quite a bit, and then she just let the opponent stand back up. She didn't really try to keep control. She stood back up and let the opponent get back up. So it's weird. So if she continues to do that, some takedown ladders are not bad on DraftKings. Here, if you go over to fighter props here, you go to takedowns. So look, this is how DraftKings is projecting Sayonara to land 3.5 takedowns. If Sayonara lands 3.5 takedowns, she's winning a decision. That's clear there. So if she's going to go over, it's probably going to go decision. It's not like Molly McCann has this elite get-up game. It really depends on Sayonara letting her back up. And so I can't take the 3.5. It's a little bit too high just because I don't believe in Molly's get-up game. I don't think she can, but it depends. If she lets her back up, sure, Molly can go back down. Her takedown defense is not greatest. So some of these lines are kind of insane, but just keep that in mind. Or if she keeps the fight standing, I could see some of these significant strike totals going up, right? So, in a distance striking fight, these girls, I think Sayonara does have some volume. I think that some of these significant strike totals can come up again. But again, you are risking it, taking the over in case she grapples. and then lands none of those rings, right? So let me see. Am I still logged in here? Let me see if I can build a same game parlay here while we're waiting. We're gonna go. What I do is look for these two-way markets. I bet most significant strikes. Let me just let me build something here. Most strikes. They're getting 10-1 here, and then let me add in fight goes to decision. 15-1. Let me build McCann. Oh shit. Oh no, it's only 32. That's not great. So McCann win most significant strikes. So on the feet, maybe she lands more power shots, and then Sayonara gets her down, lands more ground strikes, clinch strikes, and fight goes to decision. Molly McCann to win. So you can remove the Molly McCann. You get 15-1 on this type of fight. I do have the same parlay for the Sean Brady fight, where you take the striker to land more significant strikes. You take the grappler to land more strikes. And that sort of makes the computer think you're crazy, and then you can get some plus money there. So those are worth a look. Patty's in the crowd. If I added Sayonara, 26-1. This one's not bad, right? This is what I hit the same game parlay with. The same thing where we think that Sayonara is going to get the takedown. We think that she's going to work the takedowns, get some ground strikes, right? So she will win the ground strikes and she'll win by decision. Her winning by decision is plus 110, and her winning in the same game parlay is 27-1. So maybe because I talked about it, I don't want to threw $25 on it just because I talked about it, and I hate being like, oh, talk about it and I'm not playing it at 26-1. Just a little sprinkle just so I can say that I did it. So let's see here. So Bruce Buffer is in the cage here. Molly is going to be on the red side. I'm just going to say Sayonara because it's easier for me. Sayonara. Brazil. You just assume that she has the better grappling because she's from Brazil. What are you guys on here? Carlos says Sayonara by points. Yeah, I'm definitely alive. I can't remember all the plays I have. What do I need? Goes to decision, most likely submission. Oh, I took any fighter wins by submission. Any of these parlays live? Let's see if this one's lost. Chris Padilla wins. Nathaniel Wood won. Oh, this one cashed. Plus 7.5. Take it. Tybura Parker went to decision. Herbert Padilla went to decision. That one won there. I'll talk about that in a bit. Okay. All right. We are off. We're still logged into FanDuel here. We'll move over here. Just gotta make sure I'm logged into DraftKings. Ready to start the timer again. All right, they're off. Sayonara Orthodox, Molly Orthodox. Kick from Sayonara. Outside kick from Sayonara, nothing on it. Jab to the body there from McCann. Outside kick misses from Sayonara. 1-2 from Sayonara misses. Outside kick lands for Sayonara. Always trying to watch and click on these menus. I hate that they don't pull up the live betting menus right away. All right, so I'm going to load up a Sayonara bet here just in case that gets a takedown or something like that. We're going to put 500 in here. 1-2, left hand lands for Sayonara on the break, or left hook. Fast hands, there was 1-2-3 combo. Front kick there from Sayonara. Punch to the body there from McCann. Outside kick misses for Sayonara. Grabs a single leg for Sayonara. Gets a takedown. Takedown for Sayonara. 425. I tried the minus 260 for Sayonara. He's going to get it in. Sayonara on top. Got it in at minus 410. Oh, my God. Well, I tried 260 elbows from the bottom here from McCann. That was a mistake. I wouldn't take minus 410, that's for sure. But got that in. Sayonara's going to be on top here, working some elbows. Full guard from McCann, flat on her back. Close guard. A couple of elbows from the bottom from McCann. Steiner working on the can opener. Posturing up here. Yeah, you don't want to take significant strikes in case this happened, right? McCann pushing on the face, sort of put a cross face here. Steiner just looking for a can opener. There's no real sub here, but it's uncomfortable. McCann trying to set up a triangle. Back to full guard, close full guard from bottom. Nice elbows from Steiner from bottom or from top. Working on an arm. Passes to side guard for side control for Sayonara. Molly McCann rolling back up to her knees. Good. Oh, nice job from Sayonara to get Molly back on her back. Feet on the cage though. Looked like Molly was going to get back up to her feet, but Sayonara put her right back down. Molly back on her back. Close guard from bottom. A couple of elbows there from Molly on bottom. This is okay for us, honestly. Posturing up here on stacking Molly on bottom here. 2 minutes left in round number 1. Again, Molly's trying to set up this triangle, but it lets her pass. So sometimes you move the arm around. Minus 450. Yeah, I was trying to get the 2 something in there. Toes in the cage from Molly McCann. Get those toes out of there. Lost them there. Molly trying to set up an arm bar. Using the fence. Oh, no, she's out. She felt it. She's out. Sayonara going to get the back. Uh-oh. Sayonara on the back. She's going to get into mount. She's going into mount. Sayonara in mount. Uh-oh. Sayonara in mount. Loses one hook. Had both hooks in. Lost the hook. Raining down some ground and pound here. On the neck. Both hooks in again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's on the neck. It's not under the chin yet. She's working 2-on-1. Molly defending here. It looks like there was about a minute left in the round. One arm choke so far. Molly has to hold on to this right arm. They cannot let it go. Or move the other one off the fence. She should be training the rear naked choke like crazy, I think, in camp. No? Sayonara with the head up against the fence. Still has the back mount. One hook in. On the chin again, working on the choke. Oh, it's on the chin. She tapped. Oh my God. Sayonara submission, round 1. Oh boy. Sayonara submission. Sayonara submission, round number 1. Well, could have seen that coming, I guess, right? So we played fight ends by submission. We got that. We lose the fight, goes to decision. But our massive mortgage parlay is real live now. All right, let me see what we got here. Sayonara decision. That one's done. That one's done. So all those parlays lost. Damn. 15 parlay. All right. So I hedged out a little bit. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. All right, so we lost the fight goes to decision. That was upsetting, but we are very live here in these ones here. Let me just show you this one. Sean Abandon to win by decision hits that one. We have the Alexia Sayonara to win by decision, hit that one. We are on the last leg now. We need Jan Blachowicz to win by submission. $50 turns into $100,000. So you're going to see me freak the fuck out if this happens. So keep that in mind. I'll get into that breakdown shortly. And then I did it without Sayonara decision. 140 turns into 50,000. So those 2 legs of Jan Blachowicz cashes by submission. It's 150K. And I'll talk about that fight in a bit, but I think the submission is live, and a lot of people are saying it's not, but that's what they said about the Bannon fight as well. We'll get into that there. Molly McCann gets submitted. What else is new? Okay. What's next? We got a little bit of time, round one submission there, so we can talk about the next one you guys were talking about. Let me just show you a couple of things. Get it out of the way. Get you guys some time to get all this stuff in. So let me just bring this back. Hold on, because you guys are gonna want to see this, especially guys with FanDuel. Actually, I'll just go here. I'll just show you. So this is our Patreon here. I post everything I pet. I post it right away within the minute that I post it, so that you can see. I also post our breakdowns and our fighting stats PDFs there. Our wager and our links there. Parlays, these ones lost. Where did it go? Strikes. Oh, okay. I posted on Twitter. I'm trying to find it for you guys, but it's a same game parlay available on FanDuel. It's one of my big bets as well. So I have a couple of big bets that I'm hoping to cash, and I want to show it to you before you, so you guys have enough time to get it in here. So I said it's an insane 190 to 1, so almost 200 to 1 parlay here that I have. It's the same game parlay on FanDuel. If you guys have been following me for a while, I do like to do a lot of straight bets. I think that's the way to go. I do parlays because a lot of people ask me for parlays. I do shoot for the moon parlays, right? And I like to take shots. So every once in a while, there are some odds that sort of look completely off, and then I'll take shots and I'll take stabs and whatnot. So this is one of them here. This is here. So this is Sean Brady in the main event here. Sean Brady to land most strikes. I wonder if Sean Brady most strikes, Leon Edwards most significant strikes, and then Leon Edwards to win by KO in rounds 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I'll go into the full breakdown later, but I think again, for those that are interested, I'm on the Sean Brady side. I think that his grappling upside is humongous. I think that the striking is going to be pretty close. It's going to be something similar to what we just saw here with the Molly McCann sayonara, where on the feed it was close, the striking exchanges were close, and then once that gets the takedown, just Brady is just on another level with his BJJ. I rate his BJJ a lot higher than Bilal. Bilal has good wrestling, but his top control is not the best. I think if Brady gets into the same positions that Bilal does, I think it's probably a Brady fight. So, but I do recognize that Leon is very hard to control, very hard to submit, very hard to take down. And I do recognize that Brady can slow down into the later rounds. So in this fight, remember, significant strikes are the strikes at a distance. Kicks, punches, everything at a distance. The strikes are ground strikes, clinch strikes, things like that, right? So we saw right now in that last fight, sayonara, when she got onto the ground, she's working some strikes, trying to open up some of the clinching and stuff, right? All of those little rapid punches, the little ones underneath, all of those ones are considered strikes, but not significant strikes. If it plays out longer on the feet, I think that Leon Edwards can win the most significant strikes, because I do think he is a slightly better striker. So we need those two legs to offset, and then we are real live. So in case that Sean Brady does seem to slow down, he gets the takedown round one, rides top control, rains down ground and pound like we just saw. Round 2, rinse and repeat sort of thing. The takedowns come a little bit harder, but in round 3, 4, and 5, you might see Brady slow down, and then the KO is live, right? So if something like that can hit and happen, it's $300 to win $60K. This is one fight. I've hit these before. Again, I'm taking a shot. I don't recommend blowing a bankroll on them, but I feel like I win enough within the card that I can risk, a 0.6 units on something like this, where I go pretty deep there. So looks like Molly McCann's retiring. He hung up the gloves. Looks not a bad look there, but that's the last time we get to fade Molly McCann by submission there. So yeah, good luck to your future endeavors there. So get that one in here. It's over here on FanDuel here. Let me see if it's still up. I'll just show you while we have it up. Leon Edwards Sportsbook, same game parlay here. Leon Edwards KO. Remember, I like these two-way markets, right? When my same game parlays, I went these two-way markets. So most strikes, we're going to go Sean Brady. Most significant strikes, total strikes, most strikes. There we go. Most significant strikes, we're going to go Leon Edwards. Did I miss something? So that's 33-1. I don't think the finish happens early. I think if Leon does KO, it's probably going to happen later. So if you add this one in, one more leg, where did it go? This last leg here, fight starts round 3. It got smashed down. Oh my God, I got 190-1. Oh, guys, it's 73-1. So that's what it pays to be part of our community here. I post it as soon as it happens. You guys can go hit it. And then come fight day, when I post it on Twitter and stuff, those numbers are long gone. It's moved a lot. So I'm not in love with it at 73-1. At 190-1, it's sort of a must play for me. And then, with those odds, if you consider here, so just something I want to show, just, last time I'll talk about this, but it gives you guys enough time to go look for it. But take a look here. Leon Edwards KO rounds 3, 4, 5, right? What we're saying here, plus 1,200. We add in those strikes, we add in the significant strikes, we're getting 190-1 versus 12-1. So I'm adding those couple of conditions, and I'm hoping to hit big on there. So next fight. Let's go to the next one. What is it? Kevin Holland, right? Kevin Holland versus Gunnar Nelson. Okay, so this one, I was back and forth on this fight all week. Kevin Holland, his fight IQ, it's very hard to bet on fight IQ, right? So, sometimes you can see it on tape and say, this is what a fighter should do and this is what they should do. If they're watching tape, they should understand what they need to do and get there. Kevin Holland doesn't do that. He just fights to fight. He fights to make money. He's sort of figured out the code. The more times you fight, the more money that you get, obviously, right? And because he's fought so often, he's making like 150,000, 200,000 every time he comes into the octagon. So he's not really concerned with who he's fighting. He's already said that he's not concerned about the championship, right? So he just wants to get in there, make his money, and get out of there, right? So he takes these like short notice fights against Rener de Ridder. He takes this fight against Dolidze. Again, those ones were up at middleweight, right? He's a natural welterweight type of fighter, right? So he's bounced back and forth between welterweight and middleweight. I think it's just like a laziness stuff. He talked about today how he could have made 165, right? Because he doesn't cut that much weight. It was easy cut for him. Why are you fighting at middleweight then? He goes up to middleweight. He fights guys like Rener de Ridder, who used to fight at heavyweight. He fights guys like Roman Dolidze, and these guys just absolutely maul him on the ground, right? And Kevin Holland's like long, lanky, skinny guy, easy to get in on the hips, very easy to take down, right? So it's not surprising that he's getting out-grappled by these bigger guys. He loses so much weight to him. So we were big on de Ridder in that one. We had him as the underdog. He closed as the favorite. This fight's a little bit different because it's at 170 pounds, right? Gunnar Nelson's not as big as these other guys, right? And he does have that grappling advantage. He does have some good entries into the takedown. So this one's a clear grappler versus striker matchup sort of thing, right? Gunnar Nelson going to have to get the fight down to the ground. Let me pull up our stats and just show you what we're working with in terms of the numbers here. Let this one load here. So look at here, just 10 wins in the UFC, 5 losses, 0 wins by KO. Most of his wins coming from submission, right? So I think if he does get the fight down to the ground, submission is very live. And then when he does get finished, 20% of his wins, losses by KO, 80% by decision. So before we get this done, I want to say, go bet Kevin Holland to win by decision. I think that's very live. I don't want to stall it out too much here. I might actually add to it because while we're talking about it. So I do think it comes down to grappling, right? And it comes down to the takedown defense of Kevin Holland, if he can keep the fight standing, if he not, right? He hasn't fought a ton of grapplers at 170, right? If you look at that, all of his time at 170, he's fighting like Michael Page, he's fighting all these other guys like Wonderboy Thompson. None of these guys really want to get him down to the ground, right? So in those fights, where the fuck is it? Nobody's really trying to grapple him, right? So, of course, his takedown defense looks a little bit better at 170, but he's not fighting a real grappler, right? While we're talking here, Kevin Holland, I'm going to add to this. My plus 470. We'll move this also. Let me go back while we're talking. I've been thinking about this one all week. I had it in a parlay, and I think the parlay is dead, so I'm just going to play it straight while we're on stream. We'll do half a unit here. Okay, so half unit plus 470. I think it's very live, and I'll tell you what. Okay, so comes down to the takedown defense, right? And we say, Gunnar Nelson's not as big as these guys at 170. Can you get the grappling going? Sure, you can get the grappling going, right? I want to show you here, like 32 offensive takedowns, 19 of them have been successful. Overall, 59% takedown accuracy. I'll avoid some of this. Let me just show you some of the output here, and this is why I'm taking the decision here. So the output of Gunnar Nelson here, round one, averages 13 strikes thrown in round one, 14 strikes thrown in round two, 12 strikes thrown in round three. So not a big volume guy on the feet. Defensively, he only absorbs 11 strikes in round one, 12 strikes in round two, and 13 strikes in round three. Very hard to hit Gunny Nelson. He uses this like bladed karate stance. He stands way on the outside. He doesn't really exchange with you in the pocket. And Kevin Holland doesn't go chasing for knockouts. He's not going to pressure you. He wants to use his range and stay on the outside as well. So I see this as a distance striking fight, especially if Gunny Nelson cannot get the takedown. If you're on the Kevin Holland side, you're going to think, Kevin Holland, but it's possible he wins by knockout, right? And I go back to if you go back and watch the Gunnar Nelson versus Leon Edwards, right? That fight ended up being a split decision. That was a 3-round fight just like this one. That was at 170 just like this one. Leon Edwards ends up knocking Gunny down. Actually, I think I have the stats here. Here, round two. In round two, Leon Edwards versus Gunnar Nelson. Leon Edwards gets the knockdown here. And then because Gunny Nelson has the grappling, he just falls back to his back and he lies on his back. Leon Edwards chases him into his guard. And then once he's in the guard, Gunny just goes close guard, controls the posture, and then rides out the round, right? So he gave up control time, but he survives getting knocked down. Here you can see the defensive grappling, Leon Edwards, around 230 seconds. Even Leon Edwards had a little bit of control there. So in that type of fight, right? So even if Kevin Holland gets the knockdown, I think Gunny Nelson can rely on the grappling, go back to his back, control, jump on something, hold on to something to get that time back. And Kevin Holland, he's gonna be the better striker on the feet, right? He's gonna land more volume on the feet. So Gunny Nelson to win by decision is very live because if he gets a takedown, maybe he rides the back, maybe he finds a submission. But Kevin Holland is a BJJ black belt. He seems to be doing the right things on the ground, right? Yeah, he lost to Delize on the ground, but he got injured. Renner de Ritter's just a beast on the ground. Again, fought at heavyweight. So I'm going to give him a little bit of a pass for those fights. I think that Gunny decision is live. I think Holland decision is live. I think Gunny's submission is live. Holland KO is live. I couldn't really land on the side here, right? So I get the money line play. I get both sides of the play. If you want to get creative, you can take some like different props on DraftKings here. For example, I think that Kevin Holland is good enough not to get submitted, but I don't think he's good enough to not get taken down. So I think if Gunny Nelson gets the takedown, he could win minutes with a takedown extended control. And then, so looking at something like the finish only line, I like the Kevin Holland finish only line because he has all that upside for the KO. Gunny Nelson needs a submission. Otherwise, again, if you're playing decision only line, I think both guys are live for decision. Submission only line minus 400. You can't really play that. But Kevin Holland's submission is not out of the question. He has those long arms, especially if Gunny Nelson's going to shoot in for a takedown, like a Dars, something like that, is live as well. I wouldn't rule out something like that. So I went back and forth. I could see outcomes for both guys. That's why the lines are pretty close. I didn't play much. I played the Kevin Holland decision that you guys just saw. I did play Kevin Holland inside the distance only as well. So if Kevin Holland wins by decision, that's fine. I have Kevin Holland most significant strikes into a parlay. Keep an eye on that one. All right, so they are in the octagon here. Kevin Holland's in the blue corner. Gunner. Okay, reset this back to round one. FanDuel still logged in. DraftKings logged out again. I forgot about the comments, guys. You said Gunner needs the takedowns. Yeah, he's more body lock takedowns. He's not. He does have a nice double leg. He can, but most of his takedowns come from clinch and body lock takedowns, which is a little bit harder on these taller guys and stuff like that. They have the longer legs to keep upright. So live betting wise, obviously take Gunner if he gets a takedown early. If Gunner gets deep onto the hips and can't get the takedown, or if Holland scrambles right back up, then I'll be looking at a live bet on Holland. If Holland settles on bottom and can't get up from bottom, and Gunnar Nelson is extended top time, then I'll be looking at a Kevin Gunny live bet as well. It really depends on what we're going to find out. So I think we'll find out early what the game plan is. I think you're going to see karate stance from Gunner on the outside until he shoots in for a takedown. You might get plus money on Gunner because nothing happens, and then it might shift right away. And then as soon as he gets the takedown, Gunny's going to go minus 200 or something. So round one, they are off. There's that Wonder Boy stance for Gunny on the blue trunks. Orthodox versus Orthodox here. Holland's coming in with an inside low kick early. Trying to pull up my lines here. Again, I think it's going to be low volume. It's going to be a lot of this, right? Jabs to the body in here, right? Holland's not going to load up on anything big because he's afraid of the takedown. Gunny's not going to load up on anything big because he's afraid of the counter. Going to be a lot of single strikes here from the outside. Outside low kick there from Holland. There's these live bets, man. Yeah, anytime Gunny lands in, Holland's throwing multiple strikes on the return. So I'm going to load up a bet here. I'm going to load up a bet here for Gunny. We're going to need multiple big moments here. I think it's going to be hard to separate when they just do this. High kick there from Holland, or body kick there from Holland. Jab there from Holland. Right hand over the top, misses for Holland. Holland's going to be busier, which is better look on the judges' scorecard as well, right? If he keeps this fight up, right, for 15 minutes, there's nothing to happen. But keep an eye on that Gunnar Nelson line. Oh, looks to grapple Gunnar. Yeah, Gunnar tried to grapple, couldn't get a hold of him. Showed in for a takedown. Gunnar Nelson takedown, single leg. Gunnar Nelson on top. Holland working on a triangle. Doesn't get an armbar. No, not going to get an armbar. Has the leg. He has like the arm wrap, but there's nothing there. Scramble here from Holland, trying to use this this inverted Kimura lock or this Americana with the legs. Looks like Holland might get back up here, right? So, picks him up. What is this? Gunnar Nelson standing and literally holding Kevin Holland like a backpack, like a purse. Kevin Holland's just being a purse here on the side of the arm. Still working on this arm. I don't think he's going to get. He should have just got back up there. Holland's still working on the submission. Never going to get it. Gunnar Nelson back on top. Triangle attempt here from Holland. Triangle. No, lets it go. Should have got back up there, Holland. Should push off here and get back up to his feet. Hard to trust Holland in his fight IQ, man. He's never going to do the right things when you want him to do it. Maybe it's like a macho thing. I think I'm better grappler as you, so I'm going to try to sub you and stuff. I couldn't get to the Holland side money line, right? But Gunny on top still, stacking him, going to move to side control. Couple of strikes here. Close guard back to full guard here from Holland. Couple of strikes here from bottom from Holland. Right hand there from Gunny. Strikes from bottom from Holland. Elbow there from Gunny. Plus 180 on the live line. Minus 270 for Gunny on the live line. Elbow there from Holland. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Holland's flat off his back. There was no urgency to get back up to his feet. I don't know if I can play Holland yet. The problem is okay, so he's spending all this time on the ground. This is clear Gunny round, right? There's 1 minute left, 1 minute 10 left in this round. All it takes is one more takedown for Gunny in the next 10 minutes for him to win the fight. So for me, it's going to be Gunny or pass. Minus 160 for Gunny. I'm going to take minus 160 on DraftKings. 500. I think that line's off. Minus 160 for Gunny. He's going to win this round. He's up around And Holland is showing no urgency to get off his back here. All we need is one takedown for Gunny to win this fight here. So I'm taking minus 160 on the live line, Gunnar Nelson. Yeah, Gunny's 26 seconds left in this round. Minus 161 unit. Now it's coming down. So now Gunnar Nelson's minus 230. Oh, reversal here from Holland. Holland's back up to the feet. Knee. Oh, right hand, left hand over the top. 1, 2. Oh, Holland rocked him. Oh, Holland big shots. 5 seconds left. For 3 seconds, the referee's close. Oh! Oh, Gunny's rocked. Uh-oh. Gunny's rocked. He's rocked. The referee's looking at him. The round is over. Kevin Holland landed a big right hand, like with 5 seconds left, followed up by some ground and pound, and then it got to the end of the round. So he could have stole the round. Kevin Holland definitely stole the round with that, right? Now we're Oh, Nelson Gunny says, I thought the round was over. Now all the money's going to come in on the Kevin Holland side. Now consider a live bet on Gunny. It really depends on how much he's recovered here, right? So he can just rinse and repeat what he did in round 1. The 1-2 landed there from Holland. 5 seconds, yeah. He was covering up. Lucky there to go to the bell there. So live lines all over the place. Kevin Holland's the big favorite now. I do think that he won that round. Round 2 started. I'm going to give that round to Holland for damage. So Colin pressuring forward now. Clinching. Knees in the clinch here from Gunny. Shots to the belly there from Holland. Clinch here from Gunny. He likes these trips. Plus 250 for Gunnar Nelson. Get ready to bet out Gunnar Nelson if he gets the takedown, but he's down 1 round now. He needs 2 takedowns in the next 2 rounds to win this without getting stopped. So it's tough. Take some time, Gunny. Just relax. Just back up a little bit. Don't get struck, Yeah, this is what we like to see. Just a slow pace. The guys are just standing in the middle of the octagon, just, staring at each other. That's fine. Switch to southpaw for Holland. Watch his body kick when he switches to southpaw. Inside kick there. Outside kick there from Holland. Oh, he's looking for that right hand. That right hand's a sniper. Gunny keeps that left hand low, so low. Clinch here from Gunny. Knees in the clinch from Holland. Oh, Holland looking for a trip. Like, what are you doing? Why are you trying to trip Gunny? What are you doing? This is what I'm talking about. Fight IQ. You can't bet on this guy. Oh, Gunny with the trip. Good trip. Oh, almost got it. Good takedown defense there from Holland. Why are you trying to take Gunnar Nelson down? You have a clear grappling striking advantage. Oh, some Travis Brown elbows here from Holland. More elbows here from Holland. Gunny gets the takedown, body lock. Oh, that was close. He almost got the takedown. Holland still on his feet. More elbows from Holland here. Pushes the head back between the legs for Holland. Gunny on a single leg. More elbows here from Holland. Gunny's still working on the single leg here. This is what I'm talking about. There were going to be prolonged time of grappling exchanges. You think they're just going to throw in the middle of the octagon? No. Gunny's working on this takedown, but Holland's winning on the scorecards, right? He's not getting the taken down, and he's landing damage, right? So there's only 2 minutes left in round number 2, and so far Holland is winning this round as well with nothing really happening. Gunny trying again with his trip takedown. Gunny with a takedown. Gunny takedown. 2 minutes left in the round. I'm gonna let it ride. You guys can play Gunny, take the Gunny money line plus 400 on DraftKings. Not a bad look. We saw Holland sort of be complacent here off of his back, right, and not really get up. We live bet Gunny thinking that one takedown would have won the round. Holland stole that round. That's fine. So we sort of arbing on both sides here, right? So we want Holland decision, or we have Gunny on the money line live. So we're okay both ways, sort of thing, right? As long as nobody gets finished, I think. Holland on his back, 90 seconds left in round number 2. A couple of slaps here from Holland on ground. This is going to be interesting here unless Gunny that lands some damage, right? So Gunny gets the takedown. He's in full guard here, but it's Holland doing damage from bottom. Double punches from the bottom from Holland. Double elbows from Holland. He landed those elbows, stuffing the takedown. If nothing happens with this takedown, I still think that Holland wins this round. Here's a big strike here. One strike there from Gunny. 50 seconds left. I think Gunny's still trying to recover from the knockdown in round 1. See, Holland has a closed guard from bottom. There's a lot of space to push on the hips to try to get up, but Holland's not doing it. There's no urgency for Holland to get back up to his feet. So he's on this do not bet list for me. I can't. There's openings, but he's not taking them. Where's my beer? Oh, he's going back to that arm lock again. 24 seconds. Looks like he's going to go to round 3. Gunnar Nelson's throwing down, pushing on the legs. Look, up kicks from Kevin Holland. Could have got that up. Back of the head with a foot. Wow. Is that not called a kick? Plus 500 for Gunny. All right. Oh, Gunner's fast. Gunner's breathing heavy, going back to the corner. I should have played that round 3. Round 3 decision. Oh. Did I take? Oh, you know what? Now that I think of it, I might have a Holland KO 2-3 somewhere. Holland learn takedown defense. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Right? It's the size of the guys. Gunnar Nelson, slowing down. I think this takedown for Gunnar Nelson is going to be real hard round 3. So I would not be looking to live bet. The odds are kind of enormous, though. But this takedown is going to be very hard. I think we need Gunnar Nelson to survive here. We're going to need survive. We're going to be calling that out quite a bit here if we took the Holland decision. I don't know why people said it was out of the question. Given the dynamics of the fight here, you can see what we're talking about. If Holland gets a knockdown, Gunnar can get back to the grappling. We were lucky that it happened at the end of round number 1, but Gunnar's not really doing much with the takedowns after he gets them. 2-0 Holland. I do agree with that. So round number 3, we just need 5 more minutes, Holland. Gunny, come on. Survive for 5 minutes and we cash our Holland decision bet. All right, both guys fighting unorthodox here. A little bit of a slower pace to start. That is fine. Gunnar on the outside, bouncing on his feet. Holland looks a lot fresher fighter for sure. Holland should be pushing the pace here. If he pushed the pace and just came forward with strikes, what are you afraid of? There's nothing coming back on the Gunny side. Outside kick there from Holland, but he just doesn't do it. There's no urgency from Holland. Oh, headbutt. Gunnar clinching. Knees there from Holland in the clinch. Oh, nice knee up the middle for Holland. There's nothing on Gunnar's punches. He has no KO power. Hold him, Gunny. Hold him. Holland's teeing off here with knees and uppercuts in the clinch. Oh, elbow over the top. Hold him, Holland. Gunny, hold him. Uppercut misses. Oh, it's fucking close. Another uppercut for Holland. Push him against the fence. A Gunny on a takedown. Hands locked behind the butt. No, misses it. Gets above the head. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Gunny on the single leg. Gets the takedown. Gunny with the takedown. Into mount, though. Gunny's in the mount. Gunny's in mount on top. 3 minutes and 42. Lots of time to work here. And he's in mount. This is dangerous. But good for us. Holland's up against the fence. He's going to use the fence to push off. He does. Get it? Gunny. Oh, nice. So, all right. So Gunny's still on top, but Holland's out of mount, so that's good for us. Gunny's going to pass to side control. Good for us. One strike there from Gunner on top. Another one there. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes in round 2. Feet on the hips for Holland. He's not going to push off. He hasn't pushed off yet. All 3 times he's been taken down, we got to the end of the round there. I think there was a get up there, but again, no urgency from Kevin Holland here. Wait, you can't kick him like that. Oh no, he's standing. Never mind. Kevin Holland with kicks to the top of the head. Oh, Gunnar Nelson with some big ground and pound here. Gunnar Nelson in side control here. Holland going to give up the back. Don't give up the back. Roll it. Keep side. Hey, arm triangle attempt here from Gunny. But the fence is in the way. Arm triangle for Gunny. He's locking it in. Oh, come on. Do not do this. I'll take the decision. Holland decision. Survive. He seems to be okay. He's answering the phone, right? He's defending. Gunny's, I don't know how much strength he has to squeeze this out. The fence is in the way too for him to get to pure side control. But it's okay. He's just going to hold him here. What do we got left? About 90 seconds. 100 seconds left. Kevin Holland has to keep him here in half guard. Gunnar Nelson trying to get that leg out. He does get the leg out. Holland reversing. Holland out. Yeah, they're back up to their feet. Holland's back up to their feet. Minute 20 left. Clinching here. He's going to throw this big elbow over the top. Don't do it. Elbow over the top. Don't do it. This elbow's going to fold him. Watch. Knees in the clinch from Holland. A minute 10 still. 70 seconds. Clinch here from Gunny. Still working on the clinch. Don't let him go. Oh, knee from Holland in the clinch. Jumping knee from Holland. They're back at the space. 1 minute left. Oh, front kick from Holland. Survive. Clinch him. Clinch him. Oh, knee. Oh, big knee from Kevin Holland. Gunner working on a single leg here, though, on the fence, still alive. Stuff in the head between the legs. Holding on. Hold him. Clinch here from Gunny. $20 seconds or so. Looks we're good. We're getting there. Couple of elbows here. The clapper's gone. 10 seconds left. Nothing crazy here, Kevin. Oh, they're back out the space. No. Oh, Kevin Holland on the ground. He tried to throw an elbow. Looks like we're there. All right. Goes to decision. We get there. That has to be a Holland decision, right? Plus 490, guys. Plus 480 or whatever. Holland decision cashes. Let's go. Okay, so did he 30-27 look like? So look, we bet Gunnar Nelson minus 160 after round 1. I do not regret that at all. He was winning this. He was winning the ground game. He had Kevin Holland on the ground. Kevin Holland was not getting up at all. Minus 160. I am taking that spot every time because all Gunny needed was that one more takedown. Unfortunately, well, for the live business, for the live bet, Kevin Holland lands a big right hand at the end of the round, right, to steal that round back. So again, I'm okay with that live bet. We look like we're going to cash on the Holland bet, so we're playing both sides a little bit, but plus 490 on Holland decision is going to cash here. It's going to feel so good. They say, you're a wizard, Art. You're a wizard, Harry. All right, so we're rolling here. Guys, it's time. It's time for the Jan Blachowicz time. What happened? Cool. It's time for Jan Blachowicz submission time, guys. I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Let me bring up this here. Hold on. Scorecards. All three. 30-27? 29-28. So he would have won it. Kevin, Trailblazer Holland by decision, 29-28 unanimous. So we get there. What's going on here with this? All right, so it's loading up my report again. Oh, what is happening? All right, we're gonna go back here. Go face to face. I don't know why this seems. All right, how are you guys doing? You guys tail that Kevin Holland by decision? I know a lot of people are on the knockout there, but crack the code. Yeah, Kevin Holland says everybody says I can't grapple, but he can grapple. He can grapple. His takedown defense, bottom game, he's a little bit too willing to stay on bottom. Very hard to trust him again for sure. Yeah. Yeah, buddies. All right, so we're making some money on the stream. Thank you guys. That's great. Colin Kevin decision when he can hit these big fucking pops, plus 500, plus 1800 on submission. You're definitely seeing something that other people aren't. I was on Holland sub and Moneyline parlayed with Leon, so we'll get to the Leon one in a bit. This is my time here. This is the next one. This is the main event for me. This is the Carlos Ulberg Jan Blachowicz. So I don't have a strong take on this one, but I will talk about a couple of things here. Okay. So Carlos Ulberg here. I just want to get to it here. Before I waste any time, I'll just tell you when I'm on here. So I'm on a half unit play on Jan Blachowicz money line. I think that he can be competitive. I think he can make him work. Half unit at plus 235. I'm on Jan Blachowicz submission for like miles. I like it's unreal what I have on submission. DraftKings also has Jan Blachowicz submission only money line, so that's not a bad way to play it. I took that one for $1,000. I think if anybody's going to get the submission, it's going to be Jan. And then I have submission 2-3. Oh my god, if submission comes 2-3, I'm going to go nuts. And I have Carlos Ulberg under half a takedown, so I don't think Carlos Ulberg grapples at all in this fight. So those are what I have here. Carlos Ulberg by decision will not surprise me as well. If you want something safe, that's probably my prediction here is Carlos Ulberg wins by decision. But I like the money line and I like the odds for Jan Blachowicz here. So let me just break it down here for Carlos Ulberg, right? He's going to be mostly a distance striker. He comes from City Kickboxing with Al Adesanya. Yeah, consider him a distance striker. 88% of his strikes coming from a distance. Goes to the head at 78%. Head strike accuracy, very good at 49% head strike accuracy. Body strike at 83%. Low kicks at 91 there. Head target defense, head strike defense, 41%, not the greatest, so he does eat some shots there as well. Body strike defense, 60, and leg kick. This one's important. Leg kick defense, 83% leg kick defense, and we'll talk about that just in a bit. Carlos Ulberg has 4 takedown attempts, has gotten the takedown on 3 times, so he can wrestle. I just don't think he wants to wrestle here. And then takedown defense looks pretty good, right? He's seen 6 takedown attempts against. Only one of them have been successful, and he does have 5 knockdowns offensively, but he has been knocked down once against Kennedy there. So not a question that Carlos Ulberg is going to be the better striker. He's faster. Jan Blachowicz is 42 years old. That's old, man. And I'm telling it as somebody getting up there in age. It's old. You know, the recovery is a lot harder. He's coming off his shoulder surgery, right? So Carlos Ulberg going to definitely have the striking advantage. You can see here as the rounds progress. Surprisingly, the output sort of goes up, right? He throws 40 strikes in round 1, 66 in round 2, 62 in round number 3. All of his knockdowns, 5 knockdowns coming in round number 1. So keep that in mind. If it gets past round 1, Jan Blachowicz becomes very live. We might be considering a live bet on there. So I won't go too much into the numbers in terms of the offensive striking and the defensive striking here. Pretty good defense here. Only absorbs 12 strikes in round number 1 here, 26 in round number 2, 20 in round number 3. Did get knocked down and KO'd once against Kennedy Nzechukwu in his UFC debut here. So let me talk about here the defensive striking here. So the leg kick numbers here. So this is what I'm looking at over here. Leg kicks thrown and landed here. Remember, everybody, okay, so last week we had Alex Pereira versus Ankalaev, right? And everybody was on Alex Pereira because look at the low kicks. Look at the low kicks. Jan Blachowicz was landing all these low kicks on Ankalaev, and Ankalaev couldn't do with it. So what is he going to look like when Ankalaev lands, or when Alex Pereira lands these low kicks? But now nobody's giving credit to Ankalaev to Jan Blachowicz for those low kicks, right? So you take a look at Da Hoon Jung. Da Hoon Jung goes 14 of 21 in low kicks, 15 of 17 in low kicks round 2, 3 of 3 in low kicks in round 3. He landed almost 30 low kicks against Carlos Alberg in that fight, right? Da Hoon Jung. Volkan Ozdemir, he lands what? 15, 23, almost 30 leg kicks against Volkan Ozdemir landed against Carlos Alberg in that, right? And I believe Carlos Alberg fights orthodox. I don't know if he switches too much, but you can see here he does have a weakness here against low kicks. He does allow guys to throw low kicks. And again, we saw Jan Blachowicz throw those low kicks against Ankalaev. We saw Ankalaev on one leg. We saw Ankalaev have to grapple in order to win that fight. He was down 2 rounds. The only way he won that fight was getting Jan Blachowicz down in a 5-round fight. Had that fight been a 3-round fight, Jan Blachowicz would have won that fight, right? And remember this, Jan Blachowicz is coming off of back-to-back losses, but he's losing against the current champion, the light heavyweight champion, and Ankalaev, or a draw, and he lost to Alex Pereira, which is the former champion. Those are the 2 losses. Yes, I know he's old. Yes, I know he's slow. The other thing I wanted to show you here, defensive grappling. Who has Carlos Alberg fought that's an actual grappler, that actually wants to wrestle here, right? Volkan Ozdemir shoots 2 takedowns. In round number 3, doesn't get it. Okay, Volkan Ozdemir is not a grappler. Da Hoon Jung, actually the only person to get him down in round number 3, only got him down for 15 seconds. Da Hoon Jung was rocked when he got this takedown, right? Ihor Pretoria, he's a striker. He's not a grappler. Went a shot for a takedown, didn't get it. So, and then Kennedy Nzechukwu, he's a big striker here as well, not a grappler. Yes, he's seen 6 takedown attempts, and he's only allowed 1. Great, but none of these guys are grapplers. Now, is Jan Blachowicz a grappler? No. But you know what? When he fought Alex Pereira, you know how long it took Jan Blachowicz to shoot a takedown on Alex Pereira? 9 seconds. It took Jan Blachowicz 9 seconds to shoot in a takedown on Alex Pereira. We just saw Ankalaev shoot in 15 takedowns on on Alex Pereira and not get any of them. Jan Blachowicz landed 3 takedowns on Alex Pereira, and that one going to a split decision. That one was at altitude as well. So Jan Blachowicz was actually the one that slowed down in that fight. So Jan Blachowicz has a clear grappling advantage. He hasn't had to pull it out much, but let me just tell you this. When he does go for a takedown, okay, so he attempted 8 takedowns against a striker, Alex Pereira. He attempted 5 takedowns on a striker in Israel Adesanya. Those were the last 2 fights where he attempted multiple takedowns. Thiago Santos, he attempted 1. Nakai Krylov, he had one. Jimmy Manawa, back in his early days, attempted 6 takedowns. 5 takedowns on Jared Cannonier. He knows, and he should know, that he has a clear grappling advantage. So it would not surprise me here for Jan Blachowicz to get this takedown. And again, we're looking at a one-dimensional striker in Carlos Alberg. He's not going to want to grapple at all here. When it gets down to the ground, Jan Blachowicz is going to have a big grappling advantage. Jan Blachowicz does have a submission arm triangle attempt against Nikita Krylov. He has a win submission rear naked choke against Devin Clark. He has submission wins, and he has submission upside. Carlos Alberg has not fought a submission grappler. So you're going to tell me that submission is out of the question? Guys, it's plus 1,900. 1,900 against a guy that's never seen a submission. Carlos Alberg has never defended a submission. How's that? Okay? So, yes, I know Jan Blachowicz is 42 years old. Yes, I know he's slow. Yes, I know he's coming off of a takedown. I get it. But the upside for Jan Blachowicz is just too much for me. You're getting him at big underdog price. He has all the leg kick equity. All he does, DC talks about it in the Ankalaev fight. Whether he's southpaw, whether it's orthodox, Jan Blachowicz will just kick your leg. He will go shin to shin. He has these like shins conditioned where he doesn't care. He knows it's going to hurt you more than he's going to hurt you. So On paper, we saw a weakness against low kicks, and Carlos Ulberg has been untested against an actual grappler. Uh, I cannot lay the juice here. You cannot tell me that Carlos Ulberg minus 300 is the right price. So I'm taking a shot on the dog. If Jan Blachowicz is like 5 years younger, I'm emptying out the tank. But I get that he's old. That's why it's only a half unit play. I think he has all the submission equity here. So over here at DraftKings, you have this finish only line. You have this submission only line. Look at this line. It's retarded. Carlos Ulberg and Jan Blachowicz as a pick'em in a submission only line. When is Carlos Ulberg ever going to grapple, and when is he ever going to submit Jan Blachowicz? If Jan Blachowicz doesn't get a submission, this bet pushes, right? So I think this line should be like minus 400 for Jan Blachowicz on the submission only line. That's one there. So if you have DraftKings, I played that for whatever I could get. I know this account's going to get nuked there. So the other thing to note is what? Jan Blachowicz has what, 20 some fights in the UFC? He's a UFC vet. You know how many times he's been knocked out? Once. He got knocked out against Thiago Santos. He got finished once. So he has a chin. He has the Polish power. He does have the ability to fight back. And just so many question marks about the Carlos Ulberg side that I cannot get behind. On paper, though, I do admit that Carlos Ulberg will be faster. I think that he will have maybe more volume, right? And if Jan Blachowicz cannot get the takedown, what Carlos Ulberg will do is he will circle along the outside. He's going to spam these left hooks, left hook, left hook. All he does is check left hook, check left hook, check left hook. He can land them, sure, but Jan Blachowicz does have a chin. So that's why I'm saying Carlos Ulberg to win by decision, not a bad play. That's probably how he wins. But I'm taking a shot on the dog. I'm taking the number there. I'm thinking if a takedown happens or the leg kicks happen, this live line is going to come in a little bit, and then I can get Carlos Ulberg early. But let's see, right? I think if this fight gets out of round number one, if you go back and watch the Kennedy and Nzechukwu fight, he lost and he gassed in that fight. Carlos Ulberg did. Yes, Kennedy and Nzechukwu was playing like the Homer Simpson where he just covers up. He let Carlos Ulberg punch himself out, and then he got gassed in that fight. Against Fabio Charante, I think he slowed down a little bit, and then he had back-to-back first-round KO wins where none of the cardio really got tested, right? Tafan Njuki and Nick Mariano and Igor Pretorio, all first-round KOs. Great. Right? In that last fight goes against Volkan Ozdemir. There was no grappling in that, right? So what does Carlos Ulberg look like in round number 2, round number 3, if he's been grappling or if he has to struggle to get up? Are you like Jan Blachowicz is not a small guy. Trying to get up from Jan Blachowicz is going to require a lot of grappling, a lot of strength to get up. So if we get this takedown, if we're getting to get to submission, we're live here. So you might see me play. It's hard. I can't arb not Jan submission. Yeah, we have so much money riding on this Jan sub. It's nuts. But I don't think that there's any way of actually arbing off. So we got to let it ride. We got to let it ride. Told the wife, man, if this one hits, the mortgage is done, we're going on vacation. Oh, no, not this again. I might have to go to Noboa if this one acts up here. All right, we're logged into DraftKings. We're logged into FanDuel here, where Ulberg is in the octagon. He is in the blue corner. John. What do you guys got? Ulberg. I get it. He's the younger fighter, right? I don't blame you for doing it. I get it. If I had to pick, I'm picking Ulberg, and I'm picking him to win by decision. So we're getting there. $5 on Bandit sub, Sonia sub, Blackwood's round 2, round 3 sub for $11,000. That's nuts. So you're going to be partying with me, guys. What are we going to do? We're going to head to Vegas if this hits. Definitely going to do a Vegas trip. Yeah, where are we going? We're doing something. Doing something, guys. All right. So did my FanDuel line up? Yeah. Every week, guys, if you haven't been following me, every week it comes down to this last leg. It's like we have the right reads on the fight, and it just the bounces don't go there. One of these days, man, all of it's gonna align, and we're gonna get there. So maybe this is the day. All right, they're out. Orthodox for Jan, orthodox for Alberg. Watch those leg kicks. Orthodox leg kick there from Alberg. One low kick there from Jan. I'm going to be looking at live betting Jan here, so I'm going to load that one up. And keeping an eye on the cardio of Alberg, and I'm keeping an eye on the low kicks of Jan Blachowicz here. Jab left hook there from Alberg misses. Outside low kick there from Alberg. There's this Alberg on the outside of the skate. He's going to be circling here on the outside. Outside low kick there from Jan. A little bit of a slower pace here to start out. Those low kicks have to be a key to the victory here. It really slows down the movement here of Alberg. Alberg backing back up in a straight line. Alberg goes outside low kick. Outside low kick there from Jan. That one looked like it hurt. Skinny legs from Alberg as well. Piling jab misses from Alberg. More kicks, more kicks, more kicks. Oh, flashed it, didn't throw it. What does Alberg look like in southpaw? Right? If he can't fight in orthodox, what does he look for in southpaw? Still staring here. Alberg goes high. That one was blocked. Oh, the leg kick is right there. I see it. Inside kick from Jan. Outside kick from Alberg. Oh, Alberg landed that check hook that he likes to throw. All left hooks from outside low kick there from Alberg. Outside kick from Jan. That one hurt him. That one hurt him. He stumbled a little bit on that one. More kicks. Come on. 2.5 left in round one. Inside low kick there from Jan. Kick to the body from Alberg blocked. Outside kick from Alberg. Oh, sorry, from Jan. Lands again. Keep it on that low leg, man. I'm gonna play it. Jan Blachowicz plus 200, 1 unit. One unit. I think the low kicks are getting there. He's already getting spun around a couple of times. Plus 200, 1 unit. We're taking a shot. Let's do this. Polish power. And then we have time to arb off here, so we're okay. What does his movement look like? High kick for Jan off the guard. Minute 38. Low kick there from Jan. Inside kick there from Alberg. The line coming down a little bit on Jan. If it gets to pick him on Alberg, I will arb off on Alberg. I'm just giving you a heads up now. So I'll load up a unit play on Alberg, and then we're free rolling on Jan. Outside kick there from Alberg. Jab inside for Jan. Minute left in round number one. Outside kick again from Jan. 1, 2, 3 misses from Alberg. Outside kick from Alberg. This is a tough round to score. Nothing's really happening. Inside kick there from Jan. That one was checked. No takedown attempts yet. Just standing there kicking. Both guys just kicking legs. Both guys kicking legs. Jan goes outside kick. Look at the size difference on the legs. If you guys can see, look at the thigh size and the calf size of these guys. I'm fine with this pace, honestly. Carlos Alberg slows down a little bit. Jan picks up a little bit there. This was a close round. I don't know. You guys tell me who you guys think win this round. 5 seconds left, round number one. Jab lands from Alberg. I don't know. Oh, minus 130. Yeah, okay, I'm going to take minus 130, 1 unit. Carlos Alberg. Minus 130 on DraftKings, 1 unit, because we have Jan Blachowicz plus 200 on FanDuel. So we're sort of free rolling now on the Jan Blachowicz side. And that was a close round. It was 50-50 round. I don't really know. Like, both guys landed low kicks. I want to say Jan's was a little bit harder, but I want to say Alberg landed more. What is it? Significant strikes? Yeah, landed. Jan's up on significant strikes, 17-13. You guys think it's an easy Jan round, eh? Love it. All right. Well, for the sake of argument, all right, let's go Jan. I do believe. I thought Jan did the more damage, but low kicks are hard to score, right? You don't really know how they're going to see the low kicks, whether or not they give credit to them. For me, I know that the leg kicks are adding up. I know that he can't take much more of them. I know majority of the strikes landed were low kicks. So that's something that we talked about, something that we looked for. Not a lot of people are on that side, right? So let's see if he goes back to it. Low kick, round number 2 started again. Outside low kick for Jan again. High kick blocked for Alberg. Low kick for Alberg. No grappling yet, but that's okay. That's what we thought. More leg kicks. Now he's lifting the leg. Alberg's lifting the leg now. Alberg goes for a right hand, misses. That right leg is a little bit red. There's a welt on the left leg of Alberg there. Keep an eye on that. Look at that. On the left calf of Alberg, there's like a big red spot and a little bit of a welt. And then more time, it's just going to hurt more and more. We need a low kick into a takedown, like a low kick and then drops him, and then we get some Jan on top. Oh, left hook misses there from Jan. Oh, Alberg with a fake takedown. Left kick, come on. Inside kick clear from Jan misses. And the thing is, what adjustments does Alberg have? He can't grapple. He can't really change up. He can't go to southpaw. He doesn't have the cardio to really push a pace. If he's down, what can he do? He has to blitz, but he doesn't really do that. 3.5 left in round number 2. Outside kick again from Jan. That one buckled. That one bent. That one hurt. Outside kick from for Carlos. You can just tell the difference in the low kicks landing though. Alberg minus 195 on the live line on DK. Minus 172. I'm okay with the arb off. I'm sort of free rolling now. Live, I guess, right? So I have all this Jan stuff. High kick from Alberg blocked. $255 left in round 2. Jan pressuring with forward pressure here, but Carlos Alberg getting backed up. Left hook. Back out to the center of the cage. Outside kick there from Alberg. Inside kick from Alberg. Yeah, see, Bisbin goes, I'm surprised there's no takedown attempts from Jan. What's going on? Oh, Jan landed a couple of jabs there. Oh, another fake takedown attempt from Alberg. Jan landed a left hook in the break. Jab inside kick there from Alberg. Another inside kick there from Alberg. I can tell you this, if I had an Alberg minus 300 ticket, I wouldn't be feeling good. A couple of inside kicks there from Alberg again. Minus 130. Pick him here on the live line. I'm going to let it ride. I was thinking about playing Alberg, but we have Jan money line, Jan plus 200 live, and we've arbed up a little bit on the money line. So. Minute 30, 90 seconds left in round number 2. Come on, submission. Let's go. Flying triangle. Check left hook. Jab there from Alberg. This is another close round, man. High kick blocked. Now there's no time left. There's a minute left here, so I'd rather just low kicks. There's not enough time for Jan to get takedown into submission. Alberg just touching with leg kicks. Outside kick there from Alberg. Alberg's trying to lift up that left leg. Anytime Jan opens up the hips, he's just like lifting up the leg off the ground. Nice check there from Jan. Jab, right, left hook there from Alberg. Oh, come on. High kick. Outside kick again from Jan lands. Clapper goes 10 seconds left in round number 2. Jan with the jab lands. Outside kick from Alberg. Inside kick from Alberg. Round number 3. Both of these rounds are 50-50. Like, they're close rounds. All-Star says, I think you were the only person on Jan this week. Everybody just 42 years old. Let me bet Alberg. 42 years old. Who knows, right? Some of them don't see what I see sometimes. So keep that in mind. Everybody lining up to bet Alberg. Yeah. How are they feeling right now? They're shitting their pants. All of those close rounds, I bet you somebody's like, I think Alberg's up 2-0. He's clearly up 2-0. Just trying to justify the bet, but it's close. I don't know. I think it could go both ways. 2-0 Jan, 2-0 Alberg. Nothing would surprise me here. The low kick's definitely adding up. So here's the submission time, guys. All right. I think what's going to happen is sometimes, the judges are like, round 1 was close. I'll give it to Jan. Round 2 was close. I'll give it to Alberg. Very possible that it's pick 'em going into round number 3. Any big plus money on the live line, guys, I would suggest taking it. If Jan gets to like plus 300, plus 400, or the other way, I would take it because nobody knows what the judges are seeing here. Where's this takedown, Jan? What? Come on. Another outside low kick for Jan. Started the timer again. My timer is about 15 seconds behind, so keep that in mind. I just always forget. Outside kick again for Jan. Alberg's still fighting from orthodox, so that's a good sign for Alberg bettors. He hasn't had to switch yet. That one would have landed. He threw an outside kick, but it would miss. Grab one of these kicks, Jan. Come on, get a takedown here. Outside kick again. That one hurt him. Jan landed another outside kick. Oh, Alberg with the fake takedown. Oh, grappling exchange. Alberg looking for knee. No, they're back off. They're not grappling. Jan didn't look like he wanted anything to do with the grappling. Didn't try to counter grapple or anything like that. He was looking to break off in space. Not a good sign for submission bettors. 1-2 from Alberg. I did take Jan pre-fight money line, so I'm considering taking it Alberg live, just to arb off. I would hate to fucking play the dog here at plus 250, 200, and then lose a squeaky decision like this. Okay, so don't look at me here. I'm going to go minus. I'm just going to place. All right, we're going to let it ride. I was going to arb off a little bit, but I'm going to let it ride. Three minutes here left in round number 3. Outside low kick again for Jan. High kick missed for Alberg. Both guys' cardio seems to be fine, but they're not really doing much. Jan just misses a right hand. Whoever had the over 2.5, it's cashed. Inside kick there. Oh, Jan coming forward now on the front foot. Surprise, no grappling, man. Oh, just missed on that left hook for Alberg or Jan. 1-2 there from Alberg, misses. Jan looking like he's slowing down a little bit. I'd be surprised if he gets the submission now, but fuck, man. How do we not get there? 1:55 left in round number 3. Nice jab there from Alberg, lands. 1-2 there from Alberg. I'm going to take some Alberg minus 160 on DraftKings just because 250, just because I wanted to arb off. I'm afraid I'm going to get screwed here with the Alberg decision. So at least I can get some of the money back if Alberg wins this greasy split. Oh, Jan with the takedown. Oh, I didn't get it. Grab the single leg and then let it go. Come on, Jan. Flying triangle. Scissor kick. Scissor. It looks like the money's coming in on Alberg. People thinking that, I guess, this looks like an Alberg round. 1 minute to go. Kick from Jan there. A couple of jabs there from Alberg. Left, right there from Jan. It's close, guys. I don't know what to tell you guys. The plus money is tempting. He could be up to nothing. We thought that, we have the scoring here. He could be up to nothing. He could be, who knows? It's not bad value. I did say take the big plus money. Unfortunately, it's not plus 400, plus 700, whatever, which could have been. But Jan's pressuring forward here. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Outside kick again. Jan could steal this with a big shot here. Another outside kick. Oh, left-hander from Jan. Joe, high kick. Goes to decision. One of these value losers maybe, but we'll see, man. I think it's live. I'm not upset with my bet. I'm not upset with the Jan. The read was there with the low kicks. Alberg really doesn't have anything in terms of offense. Yeah, I don't want anybody to lose. I want to win, but I think Jan was the clear side pre-fight. Jan being 32 years old didn't show here. Alberg wasn't like insanely faster or anything that we saw here. I like the Jan bet. I would take Jan right now at plus 250. That's for sure. What is significant strikes? Total strikes 71. All of them was significant. Yeah, see, they were all significant because there's no grappling there. So 71 to 66. We will wait for the decision. Live betting, we got Jan plus 200, and then for a unit, and then we came back on the Alberg side at minus 130 for a unit, so we sort of free rolled there. And then I put another half unit because I had Jan pre-fight at 250 or 240 or something there. So I think profit-wise, I should be okay. I'm definitely looking for a Jan decision here. Then we got one fight left. Oh, man. It's getting late. No knockouts this whole fight, at least. All three judges. No. 29-28. Oh, Carlos Alberg. Unanimous decision. Oh, man, oh, man. Carlos Alberg wins the decision. Everybody's like, I knew it. I called it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, not so surprising. Eight wins in a row. This guy's going to be fighting for the title soon. Can you imagine? I want a title shot. Longest win streak, he says. Carlos Ulberg looking for a title shot. He even said it. He's like, he has a good grappling game, so I had to stay away from the grappling game. All right. I mean, I'll add it all up and stuff, but right out the bat, just so you guys know, I am on Brady moneyline. Brady moneyline. I do think that. Okay, so I'll talk it through here. We'll just get to the breakdown. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up here. Sorry. You guys can still see my screen here. Let me pull up the Leon one. All right, so we got Leon. Come on, Leon. You know, his coach or his dad there in the corner. Remember, okay, so let me just, while I'm pulling this up here, right? Remember, he fights Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards, right? In that first fight. Leon Edwards, Kamaru Usman was like minus 300. Kamaru Usman was cruising in that fight, right? He was up 3-1, I think, going into round number 5. His coach going, come on, Leon, you got to do something. Come on. They're yelling at him. He's not doing nothing. Leon Edwards not doing anything. He comes out. He's down 3-1. Just like we saw, showed zero urgency. No, I got to get this. I'm down. I need to finish. I need a big whatever. He waited. He stood there. It looked like he was doing nothing, and he throws this combo, the right-hand high kick, knocks out Usman, right? He wasn't looking for that. It was like the first high kick he threw all fight, and he got there, right? So then more time goes by. He refights Usman again. Usman's completely shot, right? His knees are completely done. Actually, let's just go through here. Right, so Leon Edwards fights Usman the first time. The second time, Usman doesn't look like anything like Usman, right? There was a mostly striking battle. Usman couldn't get him down. I think that Usman's completely done. He's talking about how he walks downstairs backwards for Kamaru Usman, right? And then we saw him again. He just hasn't looked the same, right? Colby Covington, a wash. Colby Covington never shot for a takedown until round number 3. Really, I don't really rate that too high in terms of a type of win for Colby Covington. Colby Covington on the tail end of his career. And then fights Bilal Muhammad. Same sort of thing where Bilal Muhammad, the wrestler, gets him down. I think Bilal was up 3-1 in that fight as well. And again, showed zero urgency in round number 4 and round number 5. He did get to a dominant position, but I think it's just because he chose to grapple with him. Bilal kept on shooting for takedowns, and then Leon was trying to counter grapple and get down to his legs there. Ended up losing a 3-2 decision. But he was down 3-1, and he showed no urgency to try to get those rounds back. So for me, I just don't know where his head's at. Yeah, he's looked improved. His takedown defense has looked improved. I just don't know where he's at, right? Sean Brady, I feel like he's a little bit hungrier. He's a little bit stronger. The back on this guy is just insane. Like, he has so much power here. So let me get into the numbers, and then let me get into sort of where the plays are, and then we'll go from there here. So I'm just bringing on Leon Edwards, right? He's going to be a distance striker. He's going to be in southpaw. Mostly started fighting from his distance, 76% of the strikes from a distance. But he does like to grapple and counter grapple a little bit. 11% ground strikes, 30% in the clinch. I do think he's pretty strong in the clinch there as well. Pretty fast hand sort of thing. and decent takedown defense, right? I can get to the takedown defense. On the feet, 37% head strike defense, 43 head strike offense, which is not bad, pretty good. Leg kick target, 91% accuracy there, right? For this fight, though, all it's going to come down to is this takedown defense. And on paper, Leon Edwards has some pretty good takedown defense, has seen 117 takedown attempts. 40 of them have been successful, so like a 70% takedown accuracy in terms of takedowns. Has seen 2 sub attempts and hasn't allowed too much control there. Striking wise, again, I give the clear edge to Leon. You can see his output slightly increases as the fight goes on, landing 10, 13, 14, 15, and 14. Nothing really too big, though, to pull away. I don't think he's going to pull away on the feet, even if the fight stays standing. If you told me Sean Brady doesn't land any takedowns, I don't think that Leon Edwards has the ability to pull away and look like minus 500 on the feet. Whereas if you tell me Sean Brady got 5 takedowns, I don't think Leon Edwards has the ability to get back up and not look minus 500. I think Sean Brady and the control when the takedowns are going to be quite massive here. So defensive striking, Sean Brady does have some good some leg kicks. We just saw it in the Jan Blachowicz fight. He doesn't go to it quite often. He hasn't had to really deal with the leg kicks too much against Bilal. Bilal doesn't kick at all. Colby Covington doesn't have much on them. Kamaru Usman doesn't throw leg kicks. Nate Diaz doesn't throw leg kicks. Bilal doesn't throw leg kicks. And then going back to the RDA fight in 2017. So I can see the leg kicks making a difference here for Sean Brady. That's one of his passes that he likes to go to. And then I'm going to go here to the most important part. It's going to be defensive grappling for Leon Edwards, right? So on average, he sees 1.6 takedowns attempted against in round 1, 1.6 in round 2, 2.1 in round 3, 2.1 in round 4, right? So he's giving up 0.6, 0.6, and 0.8 takedowns on average, right? So Bilal Muhammad lands 7 takedowns. I do rate Bilal Muhammad's grappling better, or is wrestling better than Brady. But Brady's no fish on the ground, right? And he's no fish in terms of his grappling as well. It's not like he has zero wrestling game. I do think that he has some good entries. Colby Covington, again, didn't really shoot a takedown here until round number 3. Got him down in round number 3, 34 seconds of control. Round number 5, he got that last takedown for 183 seconds of control. Just pulled out the grappling a little bit too late. And I think, again, Colby Covington a little bit washed. Kamaru Usman in the second fight there, you can see that he did go to the takedowns, but he just wasn't able to get him. He got him down every round. Kamaru Usman landing 4 takedowns, 1 per round, about a minute of control in each round. Again, I think Brady's top control is a little bit higher, so I rate him pretty good there. And then in the first fight, Kamaru Usman dominated the grappling, so Leon Edwards definitely upped his grappling there. So yeah, it's going to be the takedown defense of Leon, whether or not he can win those moments back, right? It comes down, if he gives the takedown. Okay, so let's start this way. Again, on the feet, I think it's pretty even on the feet. I think it's like 65%, 60% Leon Edwards in terms of the striking. If Brady gets him down, I do not think that Leon Edwards is going to get up, especially in the first 2 rounds. I think that Brady's top control, his BJJ is very, very good. I did get some early Sean Brady by submission at plus 600. Okay, it's dropped a lot now. I took it on opener. I posted it to our plays there. So Sean Brady to win by submission is definitely there. It's definitely live. And then the only thing for me is, what does he look like into the later rounds, right? And Leon Edwards, can Leon Edwards win in the later rounds? I do have that same game parlay that I think he can. So I'm sort of covered by a late Leon finish. I don't think Leon's ever submitting this guy. And I think that Sean Brady is probably the side money line pre-fight. It wouldn't surprise me if I have to pick away. I think it's going to be Sean Brady by decision. I think that's the most likely scenario here. Because Leon's hard to finish. But again, I think there are going to be moments for submission. It came back up plus 500 is not a bad look for submission. And you can see here on DraftKings here. DraftKings submission only line. Oh, that's not a bad look, man. Submission only minus 370. I don't think Leon Edwards is submitting this guy. It's very low chance. It has to be counter grappling. It has to be on the neck there. And I just don't think Brady's going to give up a submission. Minus 370 is not a bad line for a parlay piece. The other thing I played as well over here, fighter props. Total takedowns landed over 1.5. I took the under 1.5 takedowns for Leon Edwards. I got plus 105. It's minus 289. I have plus 105, so I have good bets there. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't play it at minus 280. I do think that I thought that the line would have opened like a half. I do think that Leon Edwards can get a takedown if he tries to counter a grapple. I don't think he's looking for the takedown. I don't think he's going to shoot a double leg out the right and try to get Sean Brady down. I think if Sean Brady shoots at him, he reverses, gets on top, could land a takedown. But 2 takedowns, I think, is very rare. So at plus 105, I took a shot on that. I took Sean Brady's submission. I took the same game parlay. For those that missed it, it's over here on FanDuel. It's a combination of Sean Brady most strikes, Leon Edwards most significant strikes, and then Leon Edwards to win by KO in rounds 3, 4, 5. That one's $300 to win $60,000. So we're looking for a couple of things here, and we're looking to live bet. Live betting wise, I'll be looking to live bet Brady, I think. But if Brady starts to slow down a bit, then I'll be looking to jump off on the Leon Edwards side. I do think that the early success from Brady is going to drive this live line up. You might be able to get Leon Edwards at plus 200, plus 300 on the live line. So if you like that side, you might want to wait because the stand-up's going to be close. Even if he doesn't get a takedown, it's not like Leon Edwards is going to move to minus 400. Whereas if Brady gets the takedown, he might get to that point there. So keep that in mind. You're probably better off live betting Brady early and then Leon Edwards later. Let me know in the chat if you guys have any parlays open. Let me know what you can cheer for you guys. Paulo says Brady via points by sub. Yeah. But look, that was minus 110. What's his money line, right? Minus 130. Why? You're losing 20 cents to a KO. So it's a 5-round fight. To say Brady KO is not live, I'd rather spend the 20 cents and lay the minus 130. Stranger for the better says, you in cooking live bet. I am pretty good at live betting. I want to start some kind of live betting class or something, but it comes with the territory. It comes with knowing what to look for, knowing what the game plans are, and what each fighter wants to do, and whether or not they're going to if the fight is playing out to their game plan, right? If somebody wants to grapple and he's not able to grapple, what are they going to do next, right? So that's sort of what helps. All right, Bruce Buffer's in the octagon here. Last fight of the night. I don't think we had any KOs. I did think that I did say that live on stream that I didn't think that there would be any KOs, which is kind of nuts. All fight went to decision. No, most of them except for the subs. And this one's going to be a 25-minute fight. So I told my wife I would be there for dinner, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be there. Apologies, wifey. But we have money to make. Have the under in Leon takedowns. Yeah, I think that's a good bet. I wonder what line you got there. Let me know there. Got fight goes to decision. But says, keep up the content, great content and breakdowns. Thank you very much. I want to say that I am, I definitely know my stuff. I've been doing this for so long. Again, I specialize in UFC. NCAA March Madness is going on. I haven't watched a single game. I don't have time to be like watching other sports and stuff. I can follow the scoreboard here and there, but my dedication right now is to UFC. When NFL's on, I'll watch a game or two. But all of the week is spent taping, doing film study, doing analysis, and trying to get the best line. So you can follow us in the top right corner or top left corner, fightingstats.com. I post all of the plays there, and I try to do more of these streams as it goes. Remember, we have a huge edge over the sportsbook. We have lines and information that nobody else has, and it really helps us in the live betting, especially when you take my experience and what we're looking for. It really helps me sort of paint a picture with the stats that it's sort of hard to match. For those, if you want more information here, you can just go to our website, fightingstats.com. That's where we have everything. You can find the about us. You can find out what our story is. I was on the Gamblers podcast there. And then here we have the chatbot there again. The chatbot is coming out shortly. It's live and we're just working on some kinks there, but all of it has all of our data. You can ask it what you want, where you want to go, all that stuff, how many strikes landed, all that stuff, how many jabs, it will tell you all that. So definitely a tool to check out there, especially if you're big into stats. Why don't you have super chats into it? I don't even know what that is. So maybe I should look into it. Some donos and stuff, I guess. Definitely possible here. Okay, so I'm still logged in. Leon Edwards are off. They are off. Round number 1. Oh, engaging right away. Brady's in orthodox. Leon Edwards in southpaw, like we talked about. Inside kick there from Brady. Where are my lifelines? Kick to the body there from Leon. I'm going to line up a live bet on Brady just in case. But I feel like I'm okay. I think I have 2 units on Brady as it is. So I'm not looking to press it right now. Looking to see how the fight plays out a little bit more before I start pressing on Brady. If, again, Leon Edwards gets the big plus money, I will jump off. So keep that in mind as well. All right, so Brady's on the front foot here, coming forward. Leon's just a lot of hand fighting. Oh, nice left hand there. When it's orthodox versus southpaw, you're looking for the rear leg and the rear hand. You're looking at outside foot position here. So whoever has the outside of the foot is the better in terms of the positioning. It looks like Brady's trying to get that outside foot position by coming forward. 1-2 there from Brady. Clinch here. Nice knee in the clinch there from Brady. Underhook from Brady on that far side in the middle of the octagon. Nice knee there from Leon. Outside kick there from Brady. 1-2 misses there from Brady, or 2-1 misses. Inside kick there from Brady partially lands. Kick to the body from Leon. Brady's still coming for this one. I talk about clinch here, up clinch middle of the octagon. 3 minutes left, 3.5. Still clinching, not much happening here. Just clinching in the middle of the cage. Knee from Leon. Surprised that Brady's not trying to push Leon up against the fence. He'd rather clinch in the middle of the cage. 3 minutes left in round number 1. Inside kick again from Brady. 1-2, 3 lands for Brady. This is what I'm talking about. Like, Brady hasn't gotten the takedown yet, but the striking's close. Still pick him on the live line. Outside kick there from Brady. Keep an eye on those leg kicks. We talked about the low kicks from Brady. Nice knee in the clinch there from Brady. Clinching up again. I think he's going to explode here in like an outside trip sort of thing. Looking for a trip. Right now, not a crazy pace. Should be able to go this pace for 5 rounds so far. Nice knee in the clinch. Back to striking, orthodox versus southpaw. Kick to the body from Brady. Ducks under. Left hand lands for Edwards. 2 minutes left in round number 1. A couple of exchanges there. Brady landed the right hand. Leon landed the left. More clinching here in the middle of the cage. Breaks off. 1 minute 50. Right hand landed for Brady. Clinching again. Knee in the clinch from Leon. Left hand lands for Leon. Right hand lands for Brady. High kick there from Brady. Blocked. Clinching again here from Brady. Where are we at strikes? Total strikes. Significant strikes, 21-12 so far for Brady. There are more strikes here from Brady in the clinch. We want this strike number to go up here for Brady. Couple of knees here in the clinch here. Brady has Leon pinned up against the fence. 1 minute left in round number 1. Leon trying to pummel him. Yeah, just Brady's strong. Oh, reversal here from Leon. Leon pressing Brady up against the fence. Couple of short shots from Brady. More strikes, Brady. Knee up the middle there from Brady. Uppercut there from Leon. Right hands, uppercut, right uppercuts there from Brady. Nice knee there from Brady. Thank you, sir, for the dono. Brady's on top, full guard. I was watching the dono. Brady's on top, half guard here on top. About 15 seconds left. I think, like I said, in these close striking rounds, these takedowns make a big difference, right? So in the close, you're like half, whatever. Still pick him. I still take Brady. I don't know. I think this takedown scores him the round. Leon always has this look in his eyes, like he's like lost. He's always like Mopey McGee. Thank you for the dono, God. I appreciate it. Thank you. Daniel says Brady near dog on DK. Yeah, nothing really happened. There was a close round. I do give the edge to Brady because of the takedown, so I'm going to say Brady won that one. Doesn't really make sense. Still pick him. Still pick him. Still a lot of fight left to go. But like we said, Leon didn't get up. Not that there was enough time for him to get up, but he did get the take. I missed it. I was looking away how he got the takedown. Kick to the groin. Here's some previews. Left hook lands. Right hand lands. Yeah, Brady landed a clean 1-2-3 there. Oh, he did go outside trip. He got the trip and they got him down. I think Brady won that round. Referee giving a warning for something. I'm going to let it ride because I have 2 units on Brady money line and it's the same price. I'm not looking to have Brady with a takedown attempt right away, round 2. Right into a takedown. He got to the back, but he didn't get Leon Edwards up against the fence. 1 knee on the ground, 1 knee up. Brady working on the takedown. Leon Edwards back up, but Brady's still on the back with the body lock or with the hand. Couple of strikes here from Brady. Got 1 hook in, but they're still standing. More strikes, Brady. More strikes. All right, Brady pulls him down. Oh, very nice. Oh, what a takedown from Brady. He dragged him down, and then he got back to the side. So Brady's in side control now. Oh, that's elite stuff. Edwards trying to give back up. He's going to give up his back. 1 hook in for Brady. That's what I'm talking about. He would have gotten up. If that was Bilal, he would have gotten back up. But Brady able to control the takedown. Still on the back here. Here's all these strikes. More strikes. More strikes. Both hooks in. Trying to get both hooks in. Brady with both hooks in now. More strikes. More strikes. 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 Oh, Brady working some ground and pound here on the back. Both hooks in. This is going to be a Brady round as well. So Brady's going to be up 2 rounds here. Yeah, now you see the live line going. Now he's minus 550. 350 for Leon. I'm going to start considering on the Leon side, but I think Brady's up. I'm going to load it up in case something happens, but I think Brady's going to win this round. Clearly on top. I think he's going to end on top. Brady doesn't look like he's breathing too hard, so I'm not looking to arb off yet. Brady with the body lock still on the back. Woo. Cheers, boys. Thanks for hanging out. Brady's still on the back. Hopefully we make some cash. Try to do this more often. Let me know. Tell your friends who's better than me. If you think that there's somebody better than me that knows my stuff more, get in touch with me because I always like collaborating, talking about fights. Maybe something that I'm not seeing, right? So it always helps to be part of that community and stuff. So let your friends know. Brady's still on this back with the body triangle. 45 of you guys in the chat. Appreciate you guys. I'm trying to figure out this Instagram streaming. I didn't think I could get that up. 2.5 left in this round. Still not much happened. Just Brady's dominating these strikes. 75 to 15 in total strikes there, right? So now we just need these significant strikes to come up. All of these ones count as strikes. I think I took Brady's strikes, actually. Yeah, I laid the juice. Minus 175, Brady strikes. Edwards trying to get back up to his feet. See this control? That's what I'm talking about. He would have got up from there against Bilal here, but Brady just has the top control to keep you on the ground. I don't think Edwards is going to get up until the bell rings. And there's no cardio taxing on him. He's not wasting any energy. Edwards looks, Mopey McGee again on the ground, not really looking to get, there's not much he can do. Looking for a Kimura here on the side for Brady. Still working on the corner on that far side, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it. Still working these strikes. More strikes. More strikes. 91-15 in strikes. Where are these significant strikes coming up? Who's scoring this on ESPN here? 52 significant strikes. What? I'm going to have to pull up UFC stats because that's where it's going to be. Remember, I had Cody Brundage over significant strikes, and they counted none of his ground strikes. Brady into mount. Brady and mount on the back again. 40 seconds left for Brady here. A couple more punches here from Brady. Plus 600 on submission, guys. Plus 600 Brady submission. Can't tell me it's not live. Nice elbow there from Brady on the back. Edwards rolls into him. Going to regain half guard. Big shots here from Brady on top again. Now you're wondering, the guy that played KO submission decision for Brady. Ground and pound's very live for Brady. I would have paid the extra 20 cents there for just his money line. Obviously, it was changing and stuff, but we'll see. Okay, so at the end of round number 2, I'm going to say Brady's up 2 rounds. Minus 310 on the live line. Not enough for me to play it. I'm going to let it ride until I see something that Edwards can do here. Minus plus 300 for Edwards on DraftKings, plus 310 on FanDuel. Ooh, look at this. So round 1, official significant strikes. Official significant strikes, guys. We are getting there. 20-19 for Leon Edwards in significant strikes. Round 2, Brady came out of the gate and looked for the takedown right away. So I don't think there was any takedown or significant strikes. Leon Edwards could be up significant strikes here, and Brady could be up like by 100 strikes. If Leon Edwards gets this KO here, it could be 60K. We're so live. Come on, Leon. You got to get in there, Leon. Come on. And he has that same look, like he's seeing ghosts. Like he has no answer. He's like frustrated. Like it's. All right, round number 3. All right, now the KO is live. KO is live here. High kick there from Brady, misses. Body kick from Brady. Inside low kick there from Leon. Oh, right hand lands for Leon. Oh, big elbow from Leon. Come on, Leon. Oh, Brady with a shot with a takedown. Nice stuff there from Leon. All right, now I'm looking to get on Leon here. Plus 250. Now it's still not, I'm looking for like plus 300 or something, but let's see. Shot from Brady, didn't get it. 4 minutes left still in round number 3. Plus 270. The line's coming down a little bit. Ooh, Leon with a shot takedown. Brady on the neck. That was a mistake. Leon Edwards shoots a takedown. I did not think that was going to happen. Brady's on the neck, drags him back down. He's going to get the back here. Watch this. Leon Edwards has to defend with the right hand. Oh, Brady rolls him over. That's so good. Brady's so good on the ground, guys. Leon Edwards should have been able to get back up. Brady's on top in half guard now. What a unreal reversal there. It looked like Brady was on the neck. He was going to have to circle to the back. He just rolled him over, and now he's in half guard. Brady's going to get into mount. Brady's in mount. 3.5 minutes left in round number 3. Plus 500 now on the live line. Yeah, I'm done betting because if Brady wins this round, he's going to be up 3 rounds, right? And the only way for Leon to win is KO, and I'm covered by the same game parlay for Leon KO. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm probably not going to live bet anything else. I can't take Brady at minus 1,000, and I don't want to take Leon at plus 600 either. So a couple of big strikes here from from Brady. Leon's still surviving, but these big shots are landing. Brady on the back. If that elbow would have landed, I think that would have been it. If Leon Edwards landed that elbow, I think he would have been it. Brady back down, breaks him down. See, did we see a Leon Edwards get up? I don't think he got up once. He's at 2 takedowns, I think, for Brady, right? 4 takedowns. Oh. So Sean's still here in half guard working. Not much happened, just a lot of ground and pound from Sean. He's looking to pass again in half guard. Going to push down on the left leg of Leon, trying to get that left leg out. This kid is high level, man. His BJJ is way better than Bilal. Just Bilal has better wrestling. All right, Brady's still working out here in half guard, pushing on that leg. Oh, looking for an arm triangle. Brady was trying to set up an arm triangle. Brady, Leon Edwards out of the submission, but still on the ground. Shelling up. Now he's shrimping a little bit. Oh, Leon Edwards looks like he's going to get back up, but Brady gets the back. He's a mauler, man. He just mauls you on the ground. Looks like, like here in this position, Edwards is crawling over to the fence. Oh, Sean Brady's on the back, both hooks in. See? Edwards was crawling to the fence. It looked like he should have been able to get that, but the fucking back take was so fast. Brady looking to get underhooks here. Strikes 170 to 18 on the strike count. The live line's going nuts there. I think we're done live betting for the night. Doesn't look like we can get there. You guys can take some plus 800 on Leon Edwards, but he hasn't shown me the ability to be down 3-0 and come out guns blazing here, right? You'll see him in round 4. He'll just do exactly the same thing, and he won't commit to anything and he'll lose the decision. He's like content with losing it there. So Brady's still on the back here, about 40 seconds left. Both hooks in there. I would play the submission prop over and over again at plus 600. It's live here, given the amount of time that he's spending in dominant positions. You know he's trying to set something up. Edwards doing a good job of defending, but I've seen this so many times from Edwards, I cannot back him with my money. Both hooking again, still 15 seconds left in round number 3. Clapper goes, Brady taking the rest now, right? Brady, he's knows he won the round. Just work on getting your breath back. Why is Leon Edwards is shooting a takedown? Leon Edwards ducked under the 1-2 and then shot a takedown. And then you gave top position high ground to Brady, and then you never recovered it. Come on, Leon! Oh, his corner's telling me you landed a good elbow. Fuck, if that elbow cleaned him out, I'm confident that would have been 60K right there, round 3 KO. Come on, Leon. Oh, significant show. They counted some of the ground strikes then. Okay, so Sean Brady's up 38 to 20 in significant strikes. Maybe I wouldn't have won. Damn. Where did he get 19 significant strikes from in round 2? Looks like our significant strike lane is cooked there. Our same-game parlay is cooked there. Remember that last fight I was showing you guys? Oh, round 4. Round 4. No, they didn't start yet. Now they start. Round number 4, championship rounds. Brady goes inside low kick. Outside low kick for Brady. Right hand, left hand lands for Brady. Oh, elbow lands for Brady. Right hand lands for Brady. Oh, shot for a takedown for Brady deep on these hips. He's going to get his hands together. Oh, hands under the butt. He's going to get him for a ride. Yeah, Brady takedown into half guard. Easy. Plus 1,200 for Leon on the live line on DraftKings. How sickening is it, like when you have a Leon Edwards ticket here and he's not doing anything? He just lays there and you're like, come on, Leon! we figured this was happening, right? Just the control of Brady, all that stuff. Like Leon really relies on these big moments. I told you, even in the striking, it's not clear Leon in the striking. Brady's outlanding him striking. And then on the ground, I told you Brady could look minus 500 on the ground if he gets there. Oh, submission. Look, close. He's working on guillotine here. It's over. Look at that guillotine. Tap! Brady submission, round 4. Let's go. Brady submission plus 600 cashes. Brady on the money line cashes. Come on, Leon. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, Leon. Oh, this guy's a beast, man. Sean Brady, a name to watch out. Not a lot of guys were high on this guy. I think he's it, man. I think he's gonna give Bilal a run for his money. You know what? If the timing wasn't there, I would bet Brady to win, be champion by the end of the year. But I just don't know if he's gonna get the fight by the end of the year. So I think Jack's gonna beat Bilal here, exclusive. I'm gonna be on Jack Della Maddalena against Bilal because we saw in this fight here, right? We just saw Leon Edwards had no get-up game. He shouldn't have won that, right? Bilal looks a lot better than what he did, in terms of I consider Jack and Leon pretty similar. Good boxers, good stand-up. I want to say the get-up game from Jack is probably a little bit better than Leon here. And we saw Leon get up from Brady a couple of times there. So I'm on Jack Della Maddalena to be the champion by the end of the year at plus 800. I think he's going to win at UFC 315 that I'll be at in Montreal. If you guys are coming, give me a shout out. Come meet me, say hi. I'll be at UFC 315 in Montreal. Brady the submission, round 4. All right. Well, thank you guys again for joining me. Again, we are at fightingstats.com. Check us out there. All of our chatbot, all of our information is there. You can find all of our bets over at patreon.com. Again, I put it up in the top left-hand corner here. You can join for free. I posted some free bets, some free parlays, but a majority of the bets are going to be, behind the paywall and stuff. What it is okay, guys. Listen, honestly, I have a couple of guys that work for me that collect the stats for me that I use for my breakdowns. I spend money out of my bankroll to get that stats and everything. All I'm really looking to do is break even on the money that I pay them. They work full time for me. They get me all the numbers that I need. All I'm trying to do is share that information with the community. So let people know if you guys are big UFC bettors, do DFS or anything like that. Even if you're UFC fighters, you want to get on the action, message me, let me know. We can do custom stats for specific fighters. If you want your fight is coming up or whatever it is, we do ad hoc requests, things like that. So check us out, patreon.com/fightingstats. You can find us there. Again, I try to do these live streams, but again, with timing and depending on the time, I'm not always available. My time is really limited during the week as well to spend in terms of tape study. That's why you don't see a lot of main card breakdowns, a lot of fight tape breakdowns, because I'm spending the time doing my research, finding bets and things like that. So as always, let people know, let them know that I'm here. My name is Art C, and this is Fighting Stats. Let me know in the comments, let your friends know, all that stuff, follow me, all that stuff. So again, thank you for your time, guys. All the best. Best of luck in the next time. I got to tally it all up. I'm definitely ahead. Let me while we're here, let me just see how we did. Here, we're going to go back here. Just going to share my screen a little bit because I think we made money. Lots of money. All right. Valentina here. So this one wins. Brady wins. Brady wins. Brady's submission wins. Brady most strike wins. This one is a loss. Sean most significant strikes. Under takedowns wins. Jan Blachowicz lost. That was heartening. Jan submission lost. That was even worse. Submission only pushes. Submission round 2 loss. Kevin Holland inside the distance only pushes. Kevin Holland most significant strikes. I gotta look that up. I thought that has to win. I'm just gonna assume that wins. Colin Havin most significant strikes. Nelson most Holland decision. Oh, I played that. I don't think I hit. Maybe I gotta look that up. I don't think I hit. And then McCann Sayonara wins by submission. That one hit too. So this was my pre-fight card here. Jan Blachowicz submission KO only. That one pushes. Those are some parlays there. Push. Arsen Tybura submission only pushes. Jan Blachowicz pushes as well. Edwards under 1.5. Holland most strikes. Ulbrich didn't get a takedown. I think this is a win, guys. Oh, look at that look at that parlay. Edwards under 1.5 takedowns. Holland most significant strikes. Carlos Ulbrich under half takedown. That wins $377. Wins 1,600. Marcin Tybura decision wins. For that one loss. And Holland 2-3. Blachowicz 2-3. That one loss. Okay, total tally. Let's go. Oh boy. For the stream here, we end the night 19-15. We wagered $14,000 here. We're up $5,000, so that's 10.2 units on our pre-fight bets. It's a 26% ROI. Look at this fucking run we were on. 9-1 or 8-1 in profit in terms of bets, and it's not just from one straight spot. Straight bets we made $414 there. Props were up over $3,000. Parlays we lost about 600. Same game parlays were down 250. Long shot parlays were down 350, and the takedowns and significant strike props were up 3,000. I do have to tally up what the live betting is. I do think that we're up on live betting as well. So you can see here, these are my pre-fight bets. Look at that fucking graph. And these are my live betting that are not included in any of those break on that other page. This is live betting. It has the same almost trajectory. Try to find somebody that has that success. And this again hasn't been updated with this type with today's live bets, but I'm pretty sure we're up live betting here. So follow us, fightingstats.com. My site, my name is Art C. You can find me on Twitter at Mr. Electrocute. Otherwise, we're at Fighting Stats on all major platforms. And all the best. Thank you for hanging out and joining me. Gotta go get dinner with the family.
Thank you very much for watching. My name is Art C. If you like this type of content, make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe. You'll get notified anytime we put out new content. In 2024, we are up over 118 units. That's $58,000 at $500 units. We are using our exclusive UFC stats, not available anywhere else. I'm telling you, it gives us a huge edge over our competition, helps us make money long term. So come join us today, patreon.com/fightingstats. That's where we put all of our bets, our best bets, our shoot for the moon parlays. You can visit us also on our website, fightingstats.com, for all of our stats there. We have a lot of new tools coming out. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching.